Hey everybody, welcome back to RPG Saloon presents Heavy is the Crown, RV5 Chronicle. Last session, some crap went down. Who wants to regale us with what happened last session?
I think last session went perfectly fine.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I bet it did.
Uh-huh. It went fine. Sure. Since it went fine, what happened, Carly?
Oh, goodness. Well, first, what happened? Silas and Becker went to go stake out Al Capone's mansion and kind of get a feel for what the guards were doing and what the defenses were around the area. Silas got his dead drop, though he has all of his new goodies to play with, along with body armor for most of the dudes. Back at the apartment building, Doc Fox had a new ritual to try out, which lets her see where Al Capone has been for the past 24 hours as some sort of like smoky trail. And as I understand it, that is activated and ready to go, like at all times. Like at all times, she can see a trail of smoke. And then Yvette went to go in to the mansion under Operation Grubhub to go do some reconnaissance, and got to have a little powwow, a little sit and chat with Al Capone. They talked stuff, and now she is leaving with Miss Peacock. That's her name.
Yeah.
Grubhub.
Sure, something like that. But you absolutely glossed over a little bit there, Carly.
What
The
was it?
tiniest of details.
Just chatted with Al Capone, eh?
Unfortunately, none of us actually know those details.
No,
It's
you
true,
don't.
but the players do. So what went down?
Betrayal.
Betrayal?
No.
Possible betrayal?
Possible betrayal. He offered to buy her out if she would turn on Prince Jackson and side with him instead. And so she has, I think, like 2 nights to make her
Something
decision.
like that. He didn't really give you a day. He said give it a night or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've
That's
got
the
some hot
situation.
Ventru on Ventru action going on here.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
True.
Boardrooms and cocktails and pointy shoes. So, why don't we just start? I mean, I think everyone is at Capone's mansion currently, so it makes a whole lot of sense to start right there.
Yes. I think Stephen will probably have the next thing that he's planning to do.
Okay, so you had driven around the block after dropping off Yvette? And
No,
Miss-
actually, I just stayed idling
think you were just
outside the
chilling.
mansion. Just chilling with Doc Fox in the passenger seat. The
You
car
you
idling
were
with-
parked out in front the whole time?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
misunderstood that. At some point, people are going to come out and ask who you are, what's going on, and why you are parked in front of the mansion. And these are large dudes with, guns.
Just gonna say I'm the driver for Miss. What is her last name?
I don't know if you know her
Yvette.
last name. She doesn't use it much.
Well, she said it. She said it
did
to
use
the
it. She
intercom.
did use it over. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did it used over the earpiece.
Yes, she did. She did.
Yeah. And that's when everyone on the roof was like, "Whoa, did she just use her real name? Hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Held on.
What is it again?
Denabla."
Okay. Yes, I will tell them I am the driver for Miss Yvette Nabla.
They're gonna just stare you down And at some point, they're going to ask you to just... They're not happy about you being here. So they're not going to tell you to move, but they are going to take up watch just on this side of the gate.
Okay. We'll just go slowly around the block and come back, park just a little bit away where she can see once she's gets out of the gate, but that won't make the guards uncomfortable.
Okay. That works for me.
And
Yeah, you're good.
Once I see her coming out the door, I'm actually going to look around and see if there are any trees with small branches that might possibly work as stakes.
Not really. These are those highly manicured trees, so they have a lot of trunk, and the green is up a decent amount.
Okay, well that escalated really quickly.
Yep, apparently it did. But no, not so much that you could improvise a stake out of.
Okay, I'll ask Doc Fox if she has any thoughts as to why that would have taken her earpiece out.
Well, because she didn't want to be heard. No,
Do
I mean,
think
that should be obvious.
Yeah, do you think that's a bad thing for us, or do you think she was just being safe?
Roll an intelligence on this. Or can I just assume that I...
Yeah, just give me a. If you're looking into past experiences, give me intelligence. If you're trying to decide on the fly, just give me wits.
do both.
One or the other.
Okay.
I want to do 4 rolls and get this information.
I'm trying to think about Yvette specifically, so it's probably wits instead of intelligence. I'm not...
You don't have that much experience with her.
Exactly. So I think wits rather than intelligence.
I mean, you're not particularly unwitty, so you're probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try it.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
Dice.
You're just trying to decide something about another character. What exactly are you trying to... I mean, that was something that I was going to come to mind as well. Definitely. Is that if you wear an earpiece into a mobster's sanctum, bad things tend to happen to you.
Do it though. Didn't she turn it off after she was already inside?
She took it out as she walked through the gate, and then the space between going from like the perimeter gate to the front door.
Okay. Yeah, I was considering that as an option. I was like, oh, she just didn't want to be caught with it.
That would probably be a killing offense.
Unreasonable.
That's a paddling offense right there from Al Capone. So that is.
So it's either that, or maybe she didn't want to be heard. Hard to say. We might have to ask her intently, and somehow be able to read her, which I don't have great confidence in our ability to do that.
Yeah, you're going to read the social character. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen.
It's gonna backfire.
Stephen definitely thinks that he will be able to read her, but whether he will is not quite.
Stephen is overconfident, even if we're not playing Savage Worlds.
Oh no.
And that's why we like him.
Yep. Okay, so real quick, we're going to cut to the roof where the other three of our group are sitting, or laying, or whatever you're doing exactly.
Just kind of
The old-
chilling out, really.
Yeah.
The old men on the roof, rubbing the bridge of their noses.
Oh, for the love of
Yep.
God. Yep, that's exactly what's happening.
And they have
Pretty much.
muted their earpieces as well.
Yeah, no, we have cued ourselves to turn our shit off so that we can have a private chit chat on the roof.
Okay.
And that chit chat is going to begin with me going, "All right, it ain't just me that thought that was weird, was it?"
Nope.
It could be any number of things, honestly. I mean, I would have thrown it away. Actually, I would have never even walked into the compound with an earpiece in to begin with.
I'm not even talking about that. She used her damn name.
Well, she barely uses it around us. Maybe he... I don't know.
I don't know. Just something seems off. I'm not feeling this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Look, let's. You two, after we separate as a group, come back to my cabin for the night, and we're gonna talk about this a little more, where it's less suspicious than if we hang out on the roof for 20, 30 minutes.
I was
and
going to
just
say,
discuss.
what's less suspicious than chilling on somebody's roof?
Shush, you omnipotent being in the sky.
And at some point in the intervening 20, 30 minutes, give or take, I'll be generous and say it's 30 minutes. Yvette, the front door opens. Guards don't flank her as she walks out, but there are guards waiting at the front door. And Yvette begins her walk down the driveway.
I'm gonna look
With
back at
the
the group
snack?
and go, play it cool. We'll talk after we separate.
Okay, and then a couple things are going to happen right at once.
Uh-oh.
I need you to give me... no, I need to roll.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Okay. That works for me. Out of nowhere, you hear a gunshot.
Oh.
Does everybody hear it?
Well, you couldn't help but hear it. A gunshot goes off into the air, and you see Malachi fall out of the sky. Those who are on the roof see it.
Yvette's gonna flinch and like step back kind of towards the front door threshold kind of area where the guards are to see if there's any more like gunfire that's gonna start popping off.
Nope. Just one shot.
Can I scan the courtyard and see who fired the shot?
Yeah, I'd like to do the same.
Yeah. There is a guy who is along the side of the house. It was not fired from inside. It was outside the house.
Okay.
It was from the back end of the property.
I would like to shoot him.
Does
Oh, okay. Let me
anybody-
do one
does-
thing. Okay, before we react to this, let me have the person who is the most affected by this make a roll for me.
And it's the role I think it is, isn't it?
Well, yes. I need you to do something for me. Make a threshold 3 frenzy check.
I don't know how to change thresholds, but
I have
okay.
it. Just click frenzy on your sheet. Do you... Okay. I will say this. He is your familus. You know he's not dead.
Okay.
But you did just not make a threshold 3 frenzy test. Someone had the temerity to shoot at and shoot your bird. Not only is he your best friend in the world,
Oh no.
he is also one of your touchstones.
Oh no.
Shit's about to get real, boys.
So, for those of you on the roof, you see and hear something just awful come out of Silas's mouth. I'm going to assume it's something just like a incomprehensible snarl, yell, and otherwise unpleasant noise. Yes?
It's a very highly unpleasant howl, yes.
Good. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Silas's face contorts and twists and lengthens into wolf jaws.
Oh.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot the person who shot the bird.
Okay, just give me that roll. It's not even a hard roll.
Do we hear anything over the? Has anybody turned back on?
I
their
don't
mics?
think so.
Oh, you don't need the mic for this. I'm very obvious that
Yeah,
I'm
that's
angry.
fine. That's cool.
But as soon as that happens,
Okay, one sec.
as soon as that happens, okay.
Okay, let me deal with the shot, and then we'll come right to you. So you shoot the guy now, Chris.
I'm going to hurry and ask over the mics what's going on. Are we attacking?
I don't think anyone answers you because I don't think anyone actually has their things on.
No, this is all happening within the span of like 5
A few seconds. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm going to get
Yeah,
out
like
the car.
Gunshot, howl,
and
gunshot.
Yep.
I'm going to get out the car and get ready.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. This is more or less what I was expecting to happen. So let's open up our combat tracker here. Becker, you shot a dude.
Yep.
You shot a guy.
Goal, so he should be missing a large portion of his.
Oh no, this is why I'm not having you do anything for that.
My god.
I just got to make sure how I put these people
So,
in here.
The next question is, does our sniper have a suppressor on that rifle there?
Yes, I do.
I was gonna say otherwise. I don't know.
Thank God.
Hey, the
It's
sniper
still
in the house
smart.
that you're on
Loud.
top of?
Oh yeah,
Good
it's
lord.
still loud, but
It's
it's
better.
not going to be like echoing through like streets and streets away.
You're going to have people in the house below you might be a little bit grumpy.
Oh, they're definitely going to hear it.
Oh yeah, and we're all deaf.
I mean, you're undead. It's probably fine. So yeah. So. Oh no! All right. So here's what's going on. In the span of a few seconds, gunshot, howl, wolf face, other gunshot. People are beginning to mass around the front of the compound. So, Fury Dude, Silas,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You have technically control of your character, but
I am out for blood. Like the bow, a wolf man draws a bow and starts shooting people.
okay. Give
Where
me
did?
what?
Oh, sorry.
Give me a shot. Give me -1 dice. You're just trying to shoot at this point. You are not thinking.
Oh, I have proficiency with the longbow, so does
Okay,
that
then-
cancel that out?
It does.
Beautiful. Yes. Shoot. And yep, and I'm just gonna be shooting shots. And you said Mordecai is fine.
I didn't say he was
Like,
fine.
not fine,
I said
but-
he's not dead.
Oh.
Then Mordecai is priority, but blood must be spilled.
Okay, so you see Mordecai. Well, actually, I don't know what your power set is very well. I gotta look at this real quick.
This
I
was
think
going to be my next question. Do we see Mordecai fall?
Oh, yes. If you were watching that area, you would see him fall somewhere around the house because he was looking through the windows.
Inside the compound?
Yes.
All right, then that's where we're going.
Okay, I'm going to say that you can probably you have Pharaoh Whispers, you have all of that stuff. I'm going to say you can find him without a whole lot of effort. So yeah, if we're going in the compound, how are the three of you? At least two of you. I don't know what Samuel's doing. Actually, we'll go to Samuel real quick. What is Samuel doing?
He's more in disbelief that Becker would actually give away his position immediately.
If it wouldn't have been Becker, it would have been me.
Yep. As soon as the howl
And-
was out, it's
He's going to slide off the roof basically and get down.
Okay,
No.
you can do that.
Nope. Right when the bow is shot, you just hear just this snarl just go, "Give me back, Mordecai!" And then twonk with the bow.
Okay. I like to count to 75. Well, we're up to... I know someone's keeping a running tally. That's a thing that's happening.
no.
Okay, so let's go to the probably least prepared for this person, Valerie. What the crap is going on for Valerie?
Probably wondering what the crap is going on.
I mean, I agree.
Because we probably heard the shot. We were in the car,
Mm-hmm.
so we heard the initial shot that would
Yep.
have shot down Mordecai, and then we almost certainly heard the next shot
Oh, you definitely heard the next shot. And the howl of rage.
and the howl of rage. Okay,
Which
so
probably
there's
brings
shit
back-
is kicking off.
Uh-huh. It probably brings back unpleasant memories for you, the howl of rage. But, yeah, that's the thing.
Great. Cool.
He's...
Let's see here. Do I have anything that's remotely useful other than I can see where Al Capone has been?
Well, that's up to you.
I have a gun.
You do have a gun.
I do have a gun.
It appears, from your perspective, well, I'm assuming that since he said he was readying, that you got out of the vehicle, Stephen.
Yes.
Okay, so you are currently in a vehicle by yourself, talking to yourself.
I
Fitting
do
as
have
a-
the earpiece on, and she did as well.
Yeah, I've not turned that off.
I just
at
couldn't
any
resist the Jurassic Park reference.
Point. That was so
Um,
perfect. I love it.
That's chaos.
Yes, chaos. Okay.
So, you can give a quick look real quick. If you see, say, Silas, not Silas. Okay, next time we do an adventure, we have to choose different letters for names because I am not doing
No,
this again.
we all start
Um,
with S.
Yeah, no. You see Steven. He just hops out of the car. And actually, you wouldn't see Samuel. And Silas, are you on the roof still, or what are you doing?
I am getting off of the roof, and I am essentially making point A to point B to attempt to slaughter people, grab the bird,
And go.
and go.
Okay, cool. So,
I got a quick question here.
yes.
While Samuel was up on the roof,
Yes.
how tall are the walls to the compound, like the gates or whatever?
Well, they're not like 30-foot walls, and it's like
It's like a wrought iron fence,
Yeah,
basically.
it's tall, like maybe 10 feet, but not like it's that actually sturdy but trying to look decorative kind of thing.
Okay, so definitely climbable.
I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to try and climb it, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it. Try it. I mean, be my guest.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
I am going to essentially land on the ground and wait for Silas.
Cool.
Because I know he's going to come down here eventually.
Yes. Okay, so
Yep.
you see what's going on, Valerie. Do you have any
Well-
moves you want to make?
See, the thing is, I don't know that we would have seen Mordecai actually getting
No.
shot. 'Cause
Nope.
We probably weren't.
You would have just heard a couple
Moving about.
gunshots and some howls, and yeah.
Shit's kicking off. That's all I know.
That's what
Okay.
you know. You don't know why? Exactly?
Nope. Honestly, she's gonna be much more comfortable staying in the car until she knows what the fuck is going on.
Cool.
So she's not going anywhere.
That works.
Sorry.
Yvette, you see a bunch of really burly dudes get out of the house, and they're like, Mr. Nalba, and they shove you to the house, and
Yes.
you are now surrounded by a wall of meat.
Great. Okay. She's gonna get back inside
Done.
as quickly as she can. With, I guess with the snack, but if the snack doesn't make it, that's okay too.
We're gonna say sure, why not? The snack has
Okay.
no clue what's going on. This is not what she signed up for.
This is not what Yvette signed up for either.
Nope.
No, I think it's
No,
exactly what
it's
you
not.
signed up for.
It's not at all. Yeah.
Okay, just so you know what's going on, and so we know what you're doing. You are now currently back inside the house, and what was a quiet but quiet place with with visible protection is now humming with activity. You don't know what kind of defensive procedures they've got going on, but all of the people who were just kind of there, but not really doing much, now have hands on guns and are looking out windows and are taking up defensive positions by, against the walls, seeing, making sure they can see what's going on out every single possible entrance in their area.
Okay. She is going to do her best to be oh so very scared and oh so very small and stay out of the way and kind of make for an interior location away from windows and doors.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of hunker down and at the moment brace for impact.
Sure, I'm going to say there's a sitting room kind of place that you can usher your way into. You're probably shoved there by one of the large burly men with automatic weapons.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Even if they don't work for you, you were until a moment ago a guest.
Yeah. Okay. She's not going to resist.
Cool. She'd not be like, "Nah, dick, hands off. I don't know you.
You don't know me. You don't know my life."
That's my purse."
Can I please, Paul? Can I make a wits roll to kind of figure out
Go.
what's been the catalyst here?
You go right ahead. You can probably guess who's shooting without a roll. What do we got? 3 successes?
Double
Hold up.
wits.
Yeah. That should have been difficulty 1. But yeah, you're still good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're fine. It would have told you failed, but you would have had 3 successes. You're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you can at least guess something happened to set off either Becker or someone inside. You're going to assume one of the guards probably saw something that set them off.
Okay.
Wasn't she outside enough to hear the howl?
Oh no, she would have heard. I'm going to say she was close enough to the house that she didn't get a good view of exactly what happened. As in, she heard a gunshot go off and then a second gunshot and the howl, but she probably didn't see Mordecai.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can do.
So that's what's going on.
Excellent.
Let's go back to Silas. Silas, you can make it across that road without any hassle. You're going to probably be vaguely aware that there is a vehicle minorly barring your way. Close to the fence.
Is there anybody in it?
Valerie, yes.
Steven's standing right next to it. I'm not going to interfere with you. I'm let you go.
Yeah.
You have an angry wolf man look at you and just go, ram it!
Ram the gate?
Okay.
He says nothing else and pulls out his shotgun preloaded with Dragon's Breath and prepares to light bitches up.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Almighty Christ.
Tell you what,
Okay.
it's what happens when you shoot someone's touchstone. I wonder why they would have done that.
I can't imagine. Who would
And
do something
he's
like
gonna go, and I quote, Capone, Silas is coming for ya! And then bang.
Who are you shooting? I'm going to tell you right now, even though you're Fury, you're not going to be able to hit anything with that. You are far enough away that there is no targets in range, just so you know.
I will then shoot with my longbow and then pull out my shotgun, because I would be smart enough to know that.
I mean, even Fury, you would know when you're wasting precious ammo.
Exactly. So I will shoot with my bow, then when I get close enough, or prepare to get close enough, then the shotgun comes out. So I would like
Sure.
to do another bow shot, please.
Give me another bow shot. And
clink.
Silas. Steven, what do you want me to do for you? I keep forgetting I have to control you tonight. I will just keep that open, and you are now my character.
Before doing anything, gonna see if anyone is answering over the earpiece yet.
Nope. Not as far as I'm aware.
Silence from
Yvette
Samuel.
hasn't put hers in.
Nope.
Silence.
Samuel hasn't put.
You are having radio silence and a lot of gunfire.
The angry-looking wolf-like Silas has given you an order, and he does not look like he's playing around.
That's
I mean, not
strategic.
complete radio
Order
silence.
to what? Like that was.
He just
Ram it.
that's
You
what he
have
said.
the car.
That's a
ram
wrought
it.
iron gate. That is a wrought iron gate. I cannot break that with my car or my body.
I don't think he cares.
It's true. At this point, he doesn't care. So you can do whatever you want, but you have a very. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to regret the play of words. You have a very furry Silas. He doesn't look happy, and he is currently shooting his bow through the fence at people, whether or not he's actually hitting.
He's furious.
He is furious. He is very furious. If I had Benny power, I would give you Benny's.
Oh, not for that.
I'm actually. Can I see where Mordecai is?
Wits awareness probably negative or at a -1 die because.
Again,
well,
do
there's a
we
lot-
even know that
Yeah,
Mordecai?
you probably. Well, no.
I thought
Well,
we
he.
established we didn't know.
I heard him yell out, "Give me Mordecai."
He did
so-
say that. Yes, that is a clue that something happened to the bird. So yeah, wits awareness -1, and you probably would have not been able to miss it either, Valerie, because quite frankly, he is not being subtle or quiet in any capacity at this moment.
You gotta
Wow.
roll for Chris.
What's that?
Paul has to roll for Chris.
Yes. What are you doing?
You said wits awareness or something?
Oh, I have to roll that. My God. I just said that I have to roll for you, and then I didn't roll for you. Wow. This is why you don't let me have character sheets. And then I gotta
Sorry.
find awareness. No,
Didn't bring my
you're good.
To the in-laws.
Okay. I'm gonna say you can. You know what? Sure. You have a general direction, like you can see the body exactly, but you do see the direction he's looking at. You're gonna guess Malachi's over that direction.
Are there guys in that general area, or are they more towards the house?
Right now, everyone is surrounding the house. That appears to be the center of the action. Yes.
I'm gonna use blink, and I'm gonna vault the gate and go as fast as possible in that direction to try and see if I can get there.
Okay. God dang it! You're never allowed to not have a computer again, because then I gotta figure out how you do things.
I shouldn't have this issue usually.
I know. I'm actually just messing with you. It's a rouse check. Okay. Boom.
Blink.
Hey, nice. Under 150 feet. Okay, so you just like So you're halfway up the yard at the moment. You're not
Do I-
to any coverable place. You're just, I was assuming, a straight line through the fence or over the fence, not really through it. You're not a cat. But yeah, you are partway through the yard at the moment.
Am I at where Mordecai fell? Do I see him?
No, you don't. Not yet. You are not quite to him. Real quick, Samuel, what did you say you were doing?
Well, it took too long and now I can't do it. So, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't had a turn in a while.
Yeah, no, you should have
we're
had.
just kind of doing this willy-nilly and...
Yeah, no, that's my fault. What do you desire to do? And you would have been going before this up, but yes.
Well, while everyone
both of you actually.
was going for the front gate, Samuel was going to go around the side and use Unseen Passage and climb the gate and just scoop up Mordecai real quick. And
Okay, do you have to
Just
roll
appear
for
back
Unseen
outside.
Passage?
it's just a rouse check.
Make a rouse check.
It
Becker,
just happens.
you do your thing. What were you going to do? Or what are you going to do?
If I can still sort of have a line of sight on where Yvette is, I would like to shoot the wall of meat closest to her.
Yeah, sure. You do that. Just make that roll. Yeah, no. There is not only a wall of meat not there now, there is part of the wall is not there. Yeah. Is there anything else? Okay, so you would be able to, Samuel, given... 1 minute. I gotta see what that actually does. What does your Unseen Passage actually do?
Basically, people can't... It kind of messes with their mind and they can't see him standing there.
Okay, that is what I thought it did.
So, it doesn't matter light, dark, corners,
So
whatever.
as long as you're
You can
not
be-
smelly. Okay.
Yeah, basically. And
I love
he's
that they're
got-
like, as long as you don't stink, you can use this power.
And he's got Silence of Death, so he doesn't make any noise when he runs or walks.
Okay.
So, yeah, if I was able to, I was going to climb the fence and scoop up Mordecai and then get back out and then turn on the airpiece.
Okay.
Like, real fast.
Okay. Becker,
This is
are you...
quite a distance, though.
I'm going to say that between the two of you, at some point, you're going to
Well-
have the bird. It's cool.
Yeah, well, Samuel got off the roof first and was heading in that direction before Silas was able to get...
Yeah, this is where I don't enjoy V5. They don't actually have a initiative system, and I need to work on that.
Well, then we could just use what the combat tracker has right now and
think-
just start
yeah.
going in that order.
I think that it's alphabetical. That's fine. Whatever. Becker, go right ahead.
Is there someone else that is
There's all
nearby?
kind.
Well, is there someone else that's nearby Yvette? Because I'm going to just...
Keep pecking
You
off.
think- He thinks he is clearing a path for her to escape, so he is going
Ah.
to just keep picking off the nearest
Okay.
person to Yvette.
Okay, so give me that second roll, then, just to see if you can murk another one of these guys. Oh my God, yes. That's two more down, or two down. Okay. Samuel does his thing. So Stephen, by the time you get there, you see the bird. He is on the ground. And the bird then seemingly disappears. Like, it lifts off the ground and then goes invisible.
Gonna be a little. Actually, that's probably a roll for that, like composure or something. Because, like,
Yeah.
what the frick?
Don't understand. Oh, you're fine. You got 3 on that. You're fine. Weird crap happens all the time with this group.
I'm gonna yell out to the earpiece that nobody appears to be listening to. Hope that was one of us, and I'm gonna do another rouse check to get back over
Okay.
the fence because
By this point, Samuel, you
There's a
have
lot of
yours on,
guns.
right?
Yeah, if he was on the other side of the wall now.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fine. So, at some point, you're going to have your earpiece back on and you can actually talk to each other. And your
Basically,
rouse.
he turned it off for concentration.
Yeah, yeah. Your rouse chest was a success. You are blinking very well today. So, no, there are no, like, wild shots going out because they can't seem to find targets. But,
the advantage of moving very, very quick.
yeah. You are on the other side of the fence towards your car. Samuel, you are okay. You're good to go. You're invisible, literally.
Yep.
Becker just keeps picking off dudes from the roof of that of the poor people's roof, the top of some poor people's house. Moving
Some
down.
rich people's house.
Silas, you don't see Malachi physically. You don't see him. I don't know what you want to do about that, but it is your turn.
Oh gosh.
Would I be able to say anything on the earpiece?
He's not got his in.
Well, just as a
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a free
Okay.
action.
then Samuel. Red is going to turn on
Even
his
you're having
earpiece.
problems.
Yep. Red is going to turn on his earpiece and talk to Steven and say, if you're near Silas, tell him I have Mordecai.
Okay.
Free actions, all of it. So that is a thing that can be done.
I'm guessing coming back over the fence, I'm pretty close to Silas.
I would think
Yeah.
so.
I'll tell him just, hey, Red's got Mordecai. Let's get out of here.
Give me a composure roll. Silas?
Me?
Nope, Silas. Okay. You're a little less angry. You're capable of pseudo-rational thought, but it's still, you are not a happy camper. And it looks as though, Becker, Yvette was ushered back inside as you started picking dudes off. Because they don't know who's shooting or why. But you now have a Yvette inside Al Capone's place. That is the thing that's going on. Stephen, you are on the other side of the fence. Valerie. There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot going on, and Valerie is not this kind of gal.
This is not my party, all right?
This is not her scene.
Poor Valerie. I'm so sorry.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, no, I really don't know what she's doing.
That's fine. You don't have to. I just wanted to give you a thing, a chance, because I was
Sure.
not doing my job. Yvette, yeah.
I am.
There's a lot of stuff happening around you. There's a lot of bustle. There haven't been any shots for a few seconds.
Okay. If there is a nearby goon running around, she's
Sure.
going to try and grab his coat sleeve and just be like, what is going on out there?
And it's a dude with a semi-automatic weapon. You don't know weapons really, but it looks
Nope.
black and heavy and capable of shooting things.
Yes.
He says there's been gunfire. We don't know who's shooting. We can't find him. We're not sure who is firing off, but we've got a couple men down out there. You're lucky you got in when you did.
Oh, thank you.
Can that be the moment his head explodes?
That one is actually inside. That one is actually inside the house that she's talking to. But you can definitely murk one. I'm going to give you the cool effect of that guy goes to then open the front door, and in view of Valerie too, but in view of Yvette, his head blows up, or his probably torso blows up as he goes outside to cover. Give me that composure roll, because this isn't your scene either.
Just composure, double
Yeah, that's fine.
composure. Pizza,
I don't know of a skill to avoid, blood vomiting. Yeah, apparently you're not okay with this, but it you managed to keep your head.
All right. She is going to retreat further into the house
Okay.
and kind of, it's not going to help, but put her hands over her head.
Okay. Will it help?
Not
Not
like
really.
I'm surrendering, but like, oh no, duck and cover.
Oh, no, I was thinking you could put your hands over your head if you want. Will it help? No, not really.
No.
Door's clear, you can get out.
Yeah.
Becker is the whole time
See-
going, for the love of God, why is she not leaving? I'm clearing a path.
Exactly.
I totally understand. Yvette sees this as, if anyone steps out the door, they get shot.
See, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Therefore, I will not be stepping out the front door and getting shot.
You have just given her a negative stimulus
That
to
is
walking
why we
out the
keep
door.
our whip pieces in.
It's yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the front. Becker's up top. I'm just gonna go alphabetical because that way I don't forget people. Yeah. Becker. So you murk that guy. That's a thing that happens. Is there another free action you want to do?
Has anyone started shooting back in the direction of the house yet?
They're not shooting back because you see them looking out trying to find. They rolled really poorly.
Cool.
And
then,
you're
yeah,
on I'm sorry, you're on someone's house and you don't know whose house? So who knows? Maybe they've been given instructions not to shoot at the neighbors. I don't know. So I'm sorry, say that again. You were going to keep popping?
I'll do one more and then I'll move, I think.
Okay, so go ahead and make that roll. So there's probably 4 or 5 guys. Oh, yep, that's exactly what's going on. Yep. So you get a crit. So not only do you shoot the next guy, you hit it in such a way that you destroy part of the front of the house, and the door just like comes off the hinge. So the door doesn't close, and you just splatter a guy all over the thing. That is a thing that happens. Wits and awareness from everyone, please. Except for Steven, who I have to roll for. Yes, I have to roll for Steven. Wits and aware. Ahem.
I'm trying.
I know, me too.
There we go.
If anyone fails, no one fails. Kick butt, everybody. Good job, guys. No, that beast, you feel it purr inside your mind. It loves what you just did. You are thoroughly bestial today. You do hear far off sirens going on. All of you hear this.
Jesse crazy.
Moving down, Samuel.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to talk over the earpiece and basically tell everybody to GTFO.
Good idea. So all of 2 people are going to hear that.
Yep. Basically, get back to the cabin. Because that's about the only meetup place that's secluded enough to be able to do anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
So I'm assuming at some point you're going to wind up near Silas with the bird. You're going to give Silas the bird. In this case, literally, not figuratively.
either that or yeah, Samuel is confident that Silas can find him if he's at least holding the bird. And speaking of that, how messed up is this bird that I'm holding?
It doesn't look good. You're pretty sure that if it wasn't a ghoul, it would already be dead.
Alrighty then. I
But-
don't know anything
Nope.
about.
You did not put any points in animalism at all. That is not your jam. So with that, we'll go to Silas. Silas, you know that Malachi is around. You've been told Samuel has the bird. What are you doing? Silas?
Was I muted?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. There's a little gate speaker out there, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the gate speaker and I'm going to say, "Now listen up, you fuckface. I don't care if you have 100 men. I don't care if you have 1,000. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to drain you fucking dry for hurting Mordecai. And I'm going to say, remember my fucking name. Silas is going to get ya." And then I'm going to shoot the box and then get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, so it's like Han Solo. Got it. Cool.
Yep.
You don't hear a response because you
I
shoot
don't
the
need
thing.
a response.
I'm
I
just
just
letting you
want
know.
them to know that I want them to know I'm coming.
All right. Well, they know now.
I'm good.
Although you probably confused the crap out of them because they probably don't have a clue who Malachi is. Malachi. Who Mordecai is. Just saying.
Doesn't matter.
Just
Or
they
maybe
will-
Silas,
they will
let's be
fall.
honest.
give me a wits and awareness adding in your dice for animalism. However many dice
Okay.
you got in animalism.
So that'll be 2 for that. Awareness.
Cool. Wherever Samuel is, I'm not sure where Samuel is at this point. You can get a bead on Mordecai.
I book it.
Where are you actually, Samuel? Are you just like booking it now?
He's going to probably get about a block away and then duck into an alley and wait.
Sure, that works.
Just somewhere away from the immediate firefight crime scene that's about to be crawling with
Cops?
lots of very angry cops.
Yup. Moving on, Stephen. You are on the other side of the fence. The safer side of the fence where your vehicle is.
Going to, as quickly as possible, put my plates back on my car and drive off.
Okay, that works. Valerie, you're with him, but is there any action you want to take?
Steven, what about Yvette? What about Yvette? She came with us. What about the blood? What about the
She
donor.
had a chance to come to us, but she went back in.
I'm the one who ordered
Yup.
Lady Blue Shirt. I don't want to get in trouble for this. We need that donor. If something happens to her, I'm in trouble.
She was expensive.
Well,
She's an import.
I care more about the donor than I care about Yvette.
Noted.
Yes.
That is in character. She just says that.
Well, at this point, Steven's going to say same, but she was the one who was delivering, so she's kind of taking responsibility.
Only it worked that way.
Stephen, are you driving away as this thing is happening?
Valerie's hoping
yeah.
to stop, but
Oh no, I was just asking, are you moving while this is going on?
yeah.
Whether or not you stop is a whole other thing. I was just curious if you were currently
Um,
driving.
I'm just slowly driving. Well, because I stopped back before the gate. I guess. Knowing how fast I was, they probably didn't see me. I'll pull up to the gate as if nothing ever happened.
Okay.
Silas would be right at the gate. wouldn't he?
Silas is right at the gate. we're more or less out of combat rounds at this moment, just because I'm trying to figure out what's happening. But the buzzer is blown up. Silas, the only gun you had on you was a shotgun.
Oh no! I always carry a tiny piece on me.
Okay, so not you shot it with a handgun. Fine. I was just envisioning this melted mass of metal and electrics and yeah.
As much as I would love to waste some dragon's breath on a speaker box, I'm gonna be smart enough not to do that.
I mean, hey, wait till
I
they're
wondered-
uprising. You're gonna want that. You're gonna wish you had killed that.
True.
But anyway.
100 days.
So, what are the two of you doing, Stephen and Valerie? If you are at the gate, Silas is going to be there momentarily until he runs off.
I mean,
just
can we see Yvette anymore?
No. Yvette is currently inside with her hands over her head.
Well, son of a bitch.
I mean, you don't know
And
that. I
gonna-
know that, but
The
Yeah.
donor is also not visible.
correct. Guards are
I'm
starting
gonna
to make their
act
way
like
down.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, guards are going to start making their way down in like SWAT formation kind of crap, all the way down the driveway. 3 deep, guns everywhere, pointing, looking. Eventually, they're going to get to the gate where you are. You're in danger. And before long, you're going to have about 6 guns trained on you.
Mm-hmm.
That is Steven.
I'll just put my hands up and say I was just here to pick up the delivery that we dropped off earlier with Miss Yvette. Like, acting
Okay.
confused.
5 guns
Like,
pointing
why
at
do
you.
you have guns?
5 guns pointing at you. 1 person in the back earpiece. So Yvette, you're going to, at some point, while you have your hands over your head, you're going to have the man who led you, excuse me, who led you into Capone, and 2 rather large guards. Miss Denabla, you must go. Your ride is here. Please be safe. We are going to escort you down the driveway. You will want to get out of here as quickly as you can. We do not know what's going on at this point.
Of course, absolutely. Should I? Okay,
And
let's go.
Miss Peacock, or Blue Shirt, or whatever you're calling her at this point, the food, the snack, is even more distraught than you, simply because she has no idea. She was just supposed to come, get drunk on, and then leave. A firefight was not supposed to break out.
No, certainly
So
not.
you are escorted by 2 burly men, and a couple more join you at the door. And before long, you see Steven through the gate.
Okay.
And there are 6 burly dudes down there. The gate opens up just enough to let you out, and the snack.
Yes.
And not a word is said. They close the gate behind you, and they tell to Steven, "Go, get out."
If that will cooperate the whole way and get in the back of Steven's car.
It wasn't
Curious
supposed.
what Becker's doing during this.
Yeah, I was going to say, now, Becker, so you see all of this go down. I suspected that everyone on the in that area would see what's happening at that point.
So I will police my brass, put the cover back on my gun, roll up my blankie, and turn into a shadow man and spooky my ways to the nearest train station.
Can I just say that is the most masculine I roll up my blankie that I've ever heard? I killed 10 men tonight, and then I roll up my blankie.
Only 5.
5, sorry.
But who's counting?
Becker.
You're
So
all fast.
You slough off into the night. Samuel and Silas are in a alleyway. Stephen, Valerie, the snack, and I'm assuming, Yvette, you get in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
She will do what the guards say with no complaints.
Good. You are given cover from behind the fence, and they pretty much forget you're there as soon as you are on the other side of the fence and in the car.
Fair enough.
Steven, where are you going to
As
go?
soon as you are, well, as soon as Yvette's in the car, I'm gonna drive as quickly as possible to not be suspicious.
Yes.
But going to yell at Yvette.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Only 5 miles over. We're cool.
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. Things were going perfectly fine until we started shooting, and did you see there were parts of people on the ground? The door was almost blown off its hinges.
Yes. Mordecai got shot, so we had to rescue Mordecai.
Well, where are the others?
The others probably all split because we rescued Mordecai. We couldn't leave you because you had the delivery. Look at
That's
the
why.
look in the rear view at the chicken, see if she's doing all right.
Oh, the delivery, right.
She is there in a near catatonic state, just like eyes darting around. Again, this was supposed to be an easy, however much they pay her. This was not supposed to be, I get traumatized and watch a guy get blown away from the top half.
If that's going to wipe her memory.
Do it. Give me that roll. However you do that roll. I don't remember. I know it's yeah.
1 second. I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Speaking of do it, that sounds tasty. Do it. Cool. Yeah, no, she doesn't remember crap.
Okay.
She probably vaguely remembers doing the job, but other than that, nah.
Okay.
Stephen's gonna ask Yvette why she took her earpiece out.
Why? Oh, that's of course right. I took my earpiece out. Sorry, a lot's happened in the last 4 minutes.
Yep.
I took my earpiece out because it's extremely rude to walk into somebody's home while you're bugged. What if they
You weren't
frisked me?
You weren't supposed to walk in. You were supposed to just look through the door and be the delivery driver.
Well, we had an opportunity for, how would they say, enhanced reconnaissance. So I took it.
Why did he ask you in?
Because, listen, this isn't the time to talk about that.
Yes,
I would
this
love
is
to.
definitely the time to talk about that.
I'm curious what you guys talked about.
I would be more than happy to tell you all once we all regroup. So where are the others, please? It's a
We
mystery.
don't know because everything went south and we didn't
Cabin.
end up getting a chance to
Cabin.
regroup like we were going to.
Cabin.
Are you just
Sure,
continually
let's go
saying
to-
that in character like that's
He's
where we
just
should go?
politely saying cabin.
Like that's
Cabin.
probably
Sure,
where we're
let-
going.
We can go there and see, but no guarantees. Silas was crazy.
Silas was a wolf.
I'm pretty sure Reddington got on the. Or was it? Reddington
Yeah,
who
yeah,
got
they
on?
did.
Okay, Reddington got on the
did he?
comm and
Yeah, I
told
forgot.
us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
so
my bad, I
that
forgot.
was a thing. So yes, it is cabin.
It's
Cool.
fine if Steven forgot because Steven had a lot going on, whereas Val was just sitting in the car.
Oh no.
Yes.
So to answer the question from Samuel in text, he still looks like a wolf. He still has the jaws of a loop. He has that for a day.
Oh.
Oh. Is he like going like full Lupin on
No,
me?
no, no, no,
or...
no, no, no. I mean, like where his mouth and nose were, it's now extended like a wolf's. Like
Oh,
he has a
elongated.
wolf's muzzle, is what he
Girl,
has.
that ain't right.
But he can talk normally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. But
Weird.
he don't look good.
That ain't right.
Wow. Samuel
Welcome
thought
to
he-
Clan Banes, baby. That's how theirs works.
Neat.
Wow.
Neat.
This is fine.
Okay. Cabin.
Okay, so I'm just going to assume that unless anyone has something specific, we can meet up at the cabin.
Yvette will probably double down on, yes, I'm happy to tell you about this. No, I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's just go find the others.
Okay.
If
Tell the
Valerie
story
or
twice.
Stephen press the issue.
Well, Steven gonna glare in the mirror and say, "You better explain because that was weird."
It was many things. Weird was one of them. Can I real quick ask Becker? Becker, you said you hit up a train. That's cool. What are you actually doing? Are you going home? Where are you headed?
Oh no, I'm going back to the cabin. That was the plan.
Okay,
That's what-
I'm just
that's
sorry. I'm just making sure so that I have a good picture. So everyone then is going to eventually meet back up at the cabin at some point later this evening, which is fine.
I'm wondering if I need to do like just a real quick composure when I first see Silas. and
Yep,
that,
do it.
how I'd just be like, oh my gosh.
Yep, you didn't get a good look at it before.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
like
no.
to think I'm a little furrier too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
totally. That's fine. So you're
See,
just
I'm
like,
just gonna like look you up and down and go, oh my god, and I thought I look bad under this mask.
that's with a 5? Wow, that's okay. That's the good reaction. All right then. I look like a burnt chicken nugget, but I love myself.
It's just like I've got Mordecai. I don't know what to do with animals, so you take him. And I'm
No,
yeah.
you didn't even have to say that. The second I see you, I grab my baby and I cup him as such, and I just book it back to the cabin.
Yep, I follow.
Okay. Do I need to remind you what you can do for him immediately?
I assume there's something, but
He's
you
a
need to
ghoul.
tell me mechanically.
I'm going to say just make a rouse test. You can give him some blood and he'll heal up. He's a ghoul. Essentially.
I'll take the hunger. I don't care.
You're good.
Heal my baby boy.
You see, well, actually, let me describe this. He's got a giant hole where a wing meets the torso. Like it's not a huge bullet, but on a bird, that's a reasonably large bit of their body.
Ouch.
You give him some blood, and he's moving around, but he is not looking good. You squeeze him some blood up into his little bird beak, and the muscles and skin and everything begin to knit back together. He is alive, and the wound is closed, but he's going to be out of commission for a bit.
I continue booking it and holding my baby as such.
Yeah. And you guys end up back at the cabin. So let's just cut to everyone at the cabin. Silas and Samuel are probably going to be the last ones that get there.
Since it was all on foot, basically.
So everyone else is going to be there when you arrive. Are you guys just going to be chilling in the living room? Did anyone want to stop by and,
I will point out that the only one I've trusted with all my security measures is Becker, so they'd be outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because Becker was walking too.
Yep.
Okay, so
Can't drive. I have computers.
Oh,
it's true. So
No, it's all manual stuff. You're good.
No,
You're
no.
solid.
Becker can't drive to get there.
Oh, well.
Not a modern
when he
one,
gets there,
please.
when he gets there. It'll be fine.
Everyone's Yvette is probably standing up to her shins in mud,
Yep.
mud and blood.
Good.
Yep. These were my best shoes. That keeps coming up.
Yeah. keeps
So-
wearing stupid ass shoes.
It's true. So, yeah, Becker and I'm going to say Becker, Samuel, and Silas get there around the same time. But you do see everyone just kind of like chilling outside because, wow, this is awkward. We can't really do much.
I ignore all of them and with one hand start undoing all my locks and gadgets and gizmos.
Okay, why don't we take a quick fiver? We've had a restroom request.
Yeah.
This is a good time for it. We'll just take a quick break, and we'll come back and deal with all of the drama.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, everybody who's watching, we'll be back in just a sec, and we'll see you then.
That was before we started the actual ETU campaign, right?
Yes, that was. I was telling Caleb about how plans have changed, and I'm going to go from a logical sounding plan to my trump card.
This can only end well.
I will fill you in, and since you're the only other person who would know what I'm talking about. My very first one shot I played with you guys. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of know the ending of that one shot.
Well, just don't spoil it for the party.
Yeah, it just kind of it went real bad real quick.
I'm back.
Yeah,
it did. And I'm fully prepared to face any consequences that it brings, but they shot my boy. Blood must be spilt on one of these unholy of nights.
there was a firefight.
Oh, that's from Boondock Saints.
Yeah. What?
Oh, yeah.
You uncultured swine. Oh, it's such a fun movie. Movies.
I just think you like the movie.
Think they're neat. Sorry.
I mean, I like the movie too.
Direct choice. It doesn't hold up. There's a lot of ooh.
You shush, Jamie.
Damn, he told you.
I don't remember much about it. I remember seeing it like once in college and
It's
never
not-
being very excited about it.
It's not high cinema by any means.
No, it's
Man,
it's one of the. It's like it's
You-
kind of like The Mummy. It's fun to watch.
Okay, well, I
You-
love
you got really defensive. Like, that's how defensive I would be if somebody was ripping on Enter the Dragon. Like, oof.
There's a lot of like really
Watch your mouth, filthy casual.
Jamie, what did you say?
There's a lot of really upsetting like how they deal with like gay people and
Oh.
trans and, like oof, and women
Okay.
in general.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to see that.
Oh, oh, now I'm remembering it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Remember.
I forgot that was a
I
thing.
don't remember. Probably would be happy that I don't remember.
Way too
Oh
good.
God, yeah. No, why did I remember that? I need bleach. Ugh. No, I don't love shirtless Willem Dafoe. Look. Stop.
I don't remember.
No, I still have to bleach my brain from that. Only by a little bit.
We lost Chris.
Oh,
Okay.
you say with confidence.
I do say with confidence, I am certain he will be back. We currently are lacking a Chris. But everyone else is here. So we'll just...
Hey!
There he is. See, he came back. I knew he would come back.
Hey, DM powers.
The Chris came back the very next day. Anyway,
They thought he was a goner, but then Chris came back.
he did. He did come back.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're going to open right up in the... Well, I would say the yard. I'm not sure how much of a yard it
Yeah.
actually is at the cabin. And Silas just pushes past everyone else, gets inside, and just kind of like, I'm assuming, leaves the door swinging.
Yeah, Yeah, I do go to my bedroom.
Your mic, dude.
Better?
Nope.
No,
Yes.
hang on. Give me better.
Yes. Like it's been
I'm
super good
going to-
the whole session until right now.
Okay. I'm going to hold my phone exactly like I have it in the hopes that it will not do it again.
Okay. It's like trying to get service.
Yes.
Okay.
I go and I unlock my bedroom door.
Yeah.
Go in.
Yeah.
Slam the door and relock it.
Okay. So everyone else is currently going.
I'm just gonna go in and sit in a chair.
Cool.
Walker's gonna rush up to Yvette and like kind of like look like he's gonna just kind of move his arms around as if he's not sure what to do with them and just like thinking about like should he hug her, should he like kind of give her a bro pat on the shoulder? No, none of these are appropriate. And then he just kind of crosses his arms and goes, Yvette, are you okay? You didn't get out. I cleared you a path to escape. Did they try to hurt you? Why did they drag you back in?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Becker. I'm fine, except for the fact that I have brains on my dress.
Oh, you totally do. That dress is a goner.
I didn't leave immediately out of the front door because I realized that walking out the front door would mean my torso would be exploded. So I refrained from doing that. I didn't know who was shooting.
You knew where I was. He seems genuinely confused.
Like, this was my job.
I told you that I would come after you if they didn't let you out.
I out of game. I don't know if she knew that.
This is not how she does things.
Yeah, out of game. I don't know if that was just something you told the rooftop bros because you just went.
No, I did relay that because he had told me to say that, and I had mentioned it.
Okay, all right. Then knowing that, all right. When Becker says, "We're gonna let you out," she's just like, things got very tense there for a good 3 minutes. I erred on the side of caution, and I stepped back inside. But thankfully, we're all here now to discuss
Minus
what
Silas.
happened. Speaking of, I have a question for Austin.
Yes.
Okay, in Silas's heart of hearts, does he want Yvette in his house right now? Or has she outstayed her welcome?
Oh, snap.
Tolerable.
So that is an extended invitation. If
you don't
not.
burst into flames for being in my house.
Oh no, she wouldn't
Okay.
burst into flames. But yes,
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
that would have been hilarious.
Weirder things have happened tonight.
Yes.
So out in the yard, she's going to say, "Can we please all move inside so I'm no longer standing in mud? Please."
Samuel's already inside, sitting on a
He,
chair.
he left you guys long ago.
Yeah.
Okay, then she says that to everyone, and by everyone I mean Becker.
Everyone's just sort of like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go on.
Tack, 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 tack.
I'm gonna go look in Silas's fridge and see if he has some soda water.
Oh, God, are we
up or
gonna
down?
talk about what's in the fridge?
Up or down?
What's in the fridge?
What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? Literally, what's in the fridge?
Roll to see if I have soda water, and then
Up
I'll
or
tell
down?
you what is definitely in the fridge.
Austin. Up or down?
Yes. Down.
No, you assuredly do not. What is in the fridge?
Well, you do know I have iron gullet.
Yep, there be blood.
There be essentially like just gelatined blood of goodness in jars.
It's like any horror movie, except he does this to survive.
Blood jello.
Well, that's what makes the cabin so creepy. A fridge full of gelatinized
That's
blood.
not the only thing,
In-
but it is a
in my
contributing
defense-
factor.
In my defense, it is just deer blood.
Oh,
sure-
it's just jars full of deer blood jello. I mean, who doesn't have that?
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
I'm sure the police will believe it.
Valerie's blood sense was tingling, and she appeared at Rebecca's shoulder to see what was going on there. In the fridge.
Wait a
But
minute.
as soon as she realizes immediately that it's, just uninteresting deer blood, she's just gone.
Like,
She's just there
oh,
for a second. And then,
gross. Never mind. I thought it would be something cool. You don't even have any rare vintages.
where is?
Chris, we cannot hear you. Chris.
Oh yeah, he's.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were talking.
I wasn't. I was just getting a drink of water.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was
Sorry,
flash.
Flash.
Yeah, you were lit all up like Christmas. Or Al Capone's house.
Oh, bless.
Where is Silas right now?
Locked in his room. He is like a child who has locked himself in their room, and you can't come in.
I don't know what everyone else is
Yup.
doing, but Valerie does want to actually go toward his room and do a little knocky knock.
Okay. You do.
You're just gonna hear a really just angry what?
May I come in?
It's gonna be a nice, long, quiet pause, and then you're gonna hear a click of the lock.
As he locks 3 more. No, I'm kidding.
No. I wouldn't do that. Thank you very much.
Okay. If you say so. But yeah. So, yeah, you can go in.
If it was Steven's voice, he would have.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. It would have been another couple locks, yeah.
There's only one lock on the door. It's really weird.
They
So,
are somewhat healthy, not friendship, but at least working relationship that Silas and Valerie has. At least they tolerate each other.
he's my friend from work.
Yeah. So what's the state in there?
You describe it, Austin.
So, it is a pretty empty-looking room with only 3 things in it, furniture-wise. A little desk with some really old, shoddy-looking computers that haven't been hooked up yet. A bed. And then one dresser next to the bed with a big lock on it.
Okay.
And then you see Wolfman Silas, trying to make Mordecai comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, Silas does definitely still have a wolf bottom half of his face complete with fur. What color is the fur, Silas? This is just for my benefit.
Ooh.
What color is your hair
I'm gonna
slash
say,
fur?
okay, this is going to be a really out there reference, but who has seen Beastars?
No.
Nobody. Grey Wolf.
I don't watch furry anime.
It's true, I don't watch
Get over
furry
it.
stuff. I'm sorry, that's just gross.
I will highly recommend it anyways, because
Anyway,
outside of the
so-
furriness, it's amazing, but I digress.
What color is your beard? I don't care what furry stuff you're into. I just want to know what your color of your beard is.
Same gray-esque color as a Grey Wolf.
Okay, cool. That works for me. So yeah, from the below the eyes, he has a wolf's muzzle complete with teeth, fur, and everything else.
Blink. Okay.
Composure test, please.
Oh, okay. I've
I'm
got
sure
some
you're
of that.
fine. Like
I just click on the plus and then click on the dice.
you don't have to click the plus. Just double click the dice.
Oh,
I just pictured blink, 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 blink.
That's about what you do. Yeah, blink. Your clinical side of your mind goes, that's interesting.
kidding. Okay. Well,
Okay, that works.
Silence.
If that.
yes. I'm not a veterinarian, but I do know a little medicine. You might say I have a dot in it.
On a scale of 1 to 5, I would say I have 1.
I don't know if you need any help. Just offering.
He kind of gives you a glance, and he says, it's not the first time this has happened, but this is the first time it's been that bad. I think he'll be fine. but it's going to be down and out for a hot minute.
All right. If you don't want me to take a look, that's fine.
He's like has his body language screams, "I'm not going to stop you," but it's that like mama bird look of "Don't fuck with my baby too much."
She's gonna kind of cautiously creep forward and just be like, "I'm just gonna look."
Okay, so what you see is Mordecai laying on his back I'm assuming on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's laying on his back, and you see a large hole in the bird where it's just pallid skin. There is no feathers, no nothing, and there is blood all over, like up and down around that area. So the wound is closed. The wound has flesh over it, but there are no feathers, and there is just a burst of blood from where he got shot.
Whole thing. Okay, that's not in character, but I'm saying that.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I like burbs.
Yep.
Okay.
But it appears
Okay,
as though the injury is no longer there. He just looks kind of silly with no feathers there.
Okay. Then in that case, she'll just kind of quietly nod and be like, "Okay, I think then you looks like you have this under control."
And he's going to look and be like, "Who all's out there?"
We're all here now. I think Yvette has something to tell us all. Whenever
And
you're ready.
when he hears Yvette, he fucking snarls just a little bit. And he says, "Not until I say what I have to first."
Okay.
And he stands up,
Mm,
and he basically is kind of like ushering you out the door first so he can lock it when he walks out.
Okay. She will take that. She'll take a seat.
And he's going to close the door, lock it, and then he's just going to look right in the eyes of Yvette and just be quiet for a second.
Okay. She meets your eyeballs and says, "Oh, Silas, good. There you are. Can we all gather, please, and discuss what happened?"
And the next thing out of his mouth is, "How'd they know?"
I'm sorry. How'd they what?
One slow step. How'd they know about Mordecai?
Well, one would assume that a gentleman of the community that's as old as he is and as prepared as he is would be accustomed to such intrusions.
One more step. And when that happens, could I roll insight on that?
Wits and insight.
And I have a specialty in lie detection.
Do it.
I call it my bullshit radar.
Oh, all right, that's fair.
I'm going to allow a active roll against, if indeed she desires to.
Sure. Yeah, from Yvette's perspective, she's trying to convince Silas that Al Capone is umpity-ump years old, and having an animal familiar is not totally unheard of. So he should, like, I mean, it's possible.
Okay, I'm gonna rule that it's not subterfuge because it is true, unless you are trying to actively conceal your role in this.
She would actively try to conceal her role in this.
Okay, so the manipulation subterfuge. Do you want to re-roll any of those there white dice by spending a will?
Yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. Pizza, reroll. Willpower.
Oh,
Okay.
She meets your gaze, buddy.
Yep, it is a straight up even. You can't get a reading. If she's lying, you can't tell.
I literally just walk up to her, just right there, almost chest to chest, and I just go,
Oh my.
Okay, she is like a half a foot below chest. to
Detail.
So it's
Detail.
chest to face at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
looking at your pecs.
I just want you to be aware that you get to look down on her if you get that close.
I appreciate that, as that is
Uh-huh.
slightly comforting in this situation.
Uh-huh.
As he literally just puts his wolf mouth right there and just goes, if I found out you had anything to do with this, and he whispers it.
Is he actually whispering it, or is it one of those?
He is actually
Okay.
whispering it.
I'm whispering.
No, I am. This is purely for Yvette's ears.
Okay, cool.
He goes, if I find out you had anything with that, I swear to the god above, I'm gonna drink by myself.
Of all the people to worry about in this room, you don't need to be worried about me. Can I roll composure because I've got a scary wolf man looking
Yeah,
at me?
you do that. You roll
Oh,
your
thank
straight
you.
up. Yeah, just roll straight composure. There's no real skill to being like, there is a wolf in your face. Roll this skill.
It's weird.
You managed to hold your ground, but it's real uncomfortable.
Okay, then for sure I'm gonna say that Silas could see that she looks very uncomfortable. But since we matched subterfuge rolls,
Yeah,
maybe
it's more
she's
just
telling the truth.
It's more just a. Yeah, okay, that's not the first time when you get in someone's face. They're a little uncomfortable.
Sorry, and your breath smells. Your breath is hot.
It's true. Well, actually, it's not hot unless he's blush of life.
Oh,
But
dang, you're right. Okay.
He immediately backs off and he goes, well, this was a shit show.
Well, that's fine. It is what it is. Please, can we all have just a team? How would we say a team debrief right now? I would love to have that, please. Thank you.
And Silas, leans up against the door out.
First things first. Dr. Fox, do we need to do something about her? And she gestures at Mrs. Blue Shirt sitting in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, actually, out of character, I was going to ask the good old DM
Yeah.
just about that.
I'm going to say that you probably know who to text or call and where to, set up a pickup.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, couldn't we have dropped her off on the way?
Not quite how that works. They do person-to-person transfer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's not a place to take her that's like a.
They don't have an Amazon Depot for or a UPS Depot for blood bags. Not so much.
Okay. Okay. So then, Valerie will reply. Yes, I'll need to step aside and make a phone call at some point just to set up a pickup for her. Once we've
Splendid.
debriefed.
Can she stay in the guest bedroom until we're done?
It's true. I will say she doesn't remember the horror, but she looks a little dazed anyway. Mind stuff kind of has that effect on mortals. They don't deal well with it. So she may or may not understand what you're saying to her.
Okay. That was
Okay,
more
can we-
directed towards Silas when she asks if
I'm
we put her in the
sorry.
guest bedroom.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he nods in affirmation towards the bedroom.
Take her there. And just make sure she's, not brain damaged. And then
She's probably
Either
not
way.
brain damaged. She's probably fine.
She's not brain damaged. It's fine. It's just a little mind wipey. She'll bounce back. They bounce back.
sure.
It's okay.
It's like a baby. They always bounce.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, she'll just drop her off there and then.
Yeah, it's fine. She's cool. Consider her in NPC storage. It's fine.
Cool.
I just have to say, Paul, that the way you cut out to me was It's just like a baby; they always bounce. And,
No, that wasn't
was
cut
a
out.
little disturbing.
That was literally what I said. I didn't cut out. That was exactly what I said, man.
Oh God, yeah, you heard me right.
Oh no, I was actually referencing a YouTube video where a guy had his child, and he was just like taking the kid over his head and like fake pro wrestling, throwing the child onto the mattress, and the kid is just laughing their butt off the entire time and wanting more of it.
That in every parent I've ever met is just like, yeah, kids are weirdly bouncy. Like they fall over and you freak out, and then they're like, "Wee!"
Exactly. That's. But it was hilarious. He's just like body slam, and they wanted more.
Jesus.
Anyway, so it's actually not me being morbid. I had a specific reference in mind that just no one else knew. I'm sorry.
It was really funny anyway.
So the blood bag, the snack, is currently in NPC storage, and you can do whatever you see fit.
Stupendous. Yvette is going to try and get everyone's attention, and she's going to gently kind of pace back and forth along one side of the cabin living room area and just be like, okay, so we've started shooting for some reason, and that got a little out of hand. How many people are dead? Do we have a count on that? Because I've got at least half of a person on my dress at this moment.
That looks more like 3, but I killed at least 6. I'm not sure how many everybody else got.
Steven?
No, I wasn't there for. We weren't supposed to do any fighting tonight. We were supposed to just do reconnaissance.
Thank you. I agree. We were supposed to do reconnaissance. Who started shooting tonight? Please, someone tell me.
Phones, dudes.
Okay. Not entirely unexpected. Does everyone agree with that? That their side started shooting first? We didn't start this?
Yes, I witnessed it.
Okay. Please tell me what you witnessed, Mr. Reddington. That would be very much appreciated.
It was a person in the courtyard shot at Mordecai, and he fell to the ground, and Becca responded with the same action.
Well, similar action, but way more power.
Way more accurate. Yeah.
There was a lot more going on your side.
A better reaction. Okay.
A little bit more stuff.
Becker makes like little finger gun pew pew.
I don't know why that's adorable to me, but this big bulky guy just like pew pew.
He rolled up his blanket and now he's making pew pew guns. All right, having heard that and kind of looking at Silas, if that's like, okay, now I'm starting to understand the full picture of why things escalated quite as they did this evening. That was not the goal of tonight's activity, but we'll just have to deal with it now. I appreciate everyone's patience as I went inside to deliver Mr. Capone's snack. I was able to take a look around the house, and I was able to have a discussion with Mr. Capone himself.
You talk about.
Unfortunately, we talked about all of us. He is, unfortunately, already well aware of who we are and what our mission is, because this is A, not the first time people have been sent to try and kill him, and B, he's aware of all of us because he has someone on the inside feeding him information.
Goddamn mole.
Agreed. Can I elaborate on that for anyone?
Now,
Samuel's just-
Does anybody have someone that they've discussed this mission with?
Oh my god. Do you want me to give you a list?
Silas literally
Well,
looks
'cause
at
Steven
you and
literally
goes,
hasn't at all, except
I'm
for the person
sorry,
who brought
did
him
I
the mission.
not hear you? Did I not hear you talk about this with the sheriff?
The sheriff brought me the mission, you dingaling.
Okay, I love you have to actually have used the word dingaling because I love that so much.
Silas is just gonna get up and be like, look, anybody who's talked about anything with anyone involving any of us, just raise your damn hand. And that does
Steven
not
is
count for the
not going
print.
to raise his hand.
Yvette doesn't
He-
raise her hand either.
Valerie
Becker
does not raise her hand.
decidedly does not raise
Nope.
his hand.
Who's did anybody say yes? Or
Nope.
everybody just
They're like, nope.
Say yes.
Everybody but me lied.
Ouch.
Steven hasn't. Literally, the only people he's talked with were people who already knew and gave the order.
He looks at you and he goes, the sheriff gave you your mission.
Yes, he was the one who recruited me.
Well,
Alright,
um,
I'll bite.
everybody
Yeah.
remembers. I mean, the sheriff was not in the room at Elysium when the prince was like,
The-
"Hey, here's the mission."
No,
The only
correct.
one who
Correct.
should have known the details to the mission, and I do stress the word details, should have been the six of us, the prince, and Naomi. Are we all in agreement on that?
Yes.
Agreed.
I didn't discuss the particulars with the sheriff
You
either.
confessed to starting a fire in Chicago. Do you think Chicago's
That has
fireproof, you
nothing
ding
to
dong?
do- that
This already
has
happened
nothing
once,
to do-
man.
That has nothing to do with Al Capone.
It had to do
Isn't-
with Eddie
that would
Wu
not-
and Lily, and that directly involves Al Capone. Was that in character?
Only to someone
Yes.
who's already.
I
in
look
there.
at you and I go, what?
If we're looking for truth, I might have a way to get that from everyone here, if they're willing to donate a pint of blood.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Steven rolls up his sleeves and is
Becker
like,
just
"Go for
pulls
it."
his own wrist and starts draining it into a jar.
Jesus!
You're just like, oh my god, blood, blood. Eee!
I look and I go, where the hell did you get one of my bleeding jars?
Oh, over there.
Fridge.
They're just like, oh, they're just around, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Probably sounds something more like within the hood.
It's like, alright. So nobody wants to confess to telling anybody anything. Even if they're an ally or and I use air quotes, ally. No resources, nothing.
I'm a pretty, what do you call it? Solitary guy.
What does he have in his mouth?
His
His
arm.
arm.
Oh,
Yeah, he's bleeding himself. It's fine.
Bleeding himself into a
Oh.
jar
oh,
to
okay,
prepare for the ritual that Valerie has suggested.
okay.
Okay, so those of
It's
you
a
who
lot of
are,
work if everyone does it.
yeah, if
So
everyone
this-
everyone who is draining themselves purposefully, just make a rouse test for me.
Oh, this seems
Can you do
dangerous.
that for me?
Oh,
Paul?
yes, I can.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, god, dang. All right.
Becker's a hungry boy.
Yvette does not volunteer.
Neither does Samuel, and he's
Alright,
going to
alright.
say, forgive me for being hesitant, but I've seen twice what you can do with just an ounce of blood, and you want a pint of mine.
Well, unfortunately, I can only get the truth from you if I have a whole pint. I will dump it out on the ground if you don't trust me to not do other things with it. That was a very bad sentence, and I apologize.
English words. English.
Hang
Cough,
on.
Continue.
I'm afraid
But,
that I must agree with Mr. Reddington. I don't feel comfortable with this.
What would I need to do in order to convince you that this is in everyone's best interest? Interest. I really can't talk today. This is me, not Valerie.
It's fine.
Blah, 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 blah.
Silas goes, do it first on yourself.
Well, I'm not sure I can do that, actually. She actually looks very taken aback. Like, can I perform this on myself?
Let me look and
Well,
see.
I mean, she has to use her own blood to do it at all.
But let me look
I'm
and
not
just
sure
see
she
what
can.
the ritual is. What's it? Truth of the blood?
Truth of blood.
Truth of blood. A little more blood, yes.
I'm looking to see if it says anything about using it on oneself. I don't think
I
that
don't
makes
know
any
that you
sense,
can.
though.
I don't know that you can. Let me just see what it does. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna rule that you probably can, just for the sake of fun, because it creates a truth serum potion thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you can
Good to
force
yourself.
yourself to speak the truth more than you might want to.
All right.
See if Valerie is willing to do that.
It's true. It cannot pierce cloud memory, forgetful mind, other memory wiping powers. Okay, a win tells if the statement is true as far as the subject knows. Critical win involuntarily expands on their answer. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. then.
Yo. Wait, you know what? No, she's yeah. I'll try it on myself. I've never done that before, but I think it should be doable. I volunteer to go first, and she needs a jar. She's like kind of looking around. Where did you all get these?
I grab her one.
It's country chic, so there's just pint jars everywhere.
Oh, God.
I assumed almost all of his glassware was mason jars.
That's what I suspected, yeah.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Oh my god, it is country chic. It's just like my house was before we got it redecorated.
She'll use her little. I assume again she always has like a little kind of
Scalpel thing.
with her. Yeah, it's just. Now we wait. Starts
so-
bleeding into a jar.
Bleed, bleed, bleed. Okay. What do you gotta
Bleed,
do with your
bleed.
blood? Do the thing. Do the blood thing.
This is what's weird. I have to mix it with
I'm
that
gonna
of the
say you
subject. I
didn't-
use my
Yeah, there's no mixing. I'm gonna say you just use your blood.
I just use my own blood. Okay.
I mean, this is a weird
The
thing, and I
thing-
probably shouldn't have ruled that you can use it on yourself, but this should be entertaining.
It's a little weird. Just for the sake of like, if this is the only way other people are going to do it, then sure, why not? And this could be interesting.
His jar over to and just go, here, I trust you.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll still, for the sake of everyone else, do myself first. Let's see here. She kind of looks a little confused at what she's doing. 'Cause
Someone
she's
else
never
will
done
have
this to
to
herself.
ask a question to you, but
Yeah,
I'm going
unless
to
she
rule...
just sort of states
Yeah.
like what
Actually,
she was gonna.
you totally can. That's fine.
Yeah.
Once this
but people
goes...
can ask. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think it matters who's.
So just
asking,
give me
I
a
don't think.
resolve and blood sorcery roll.
The thing is, she's the only one who can tell if it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, this is
So
why...
this is going to be them having to trust you, or...
Yeah, and being able to tell whether or not, like, just through insight. But yeah, it's a little pointless. But you know, what? She was like, "Sure, okay, yeah, you guys want me to do it to myself? Sure, I'll do it to myself."
I mean, honestly, yeah, you are literally the only one that's going to get anything out of this. However, you'll know if you're telling the truth.
This will be kind of neat. Science.
You're lying to yourself. What?
Wait, what?
Science.
I'm actually kind of curious if she should try to lie and see what happens.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I need to actually stick her finger in for every statement made.
We're just going to make a
Okay.
roll. Since you're not testing someone else,
Okay.
just what were you going... Whatever you have to say about the situation. So I'm going to say, like, one roll, probably.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's for every sentence, but like for every, for this subject. It just makes it easier and fewer rolls. just give me a resolve in blood sorcery just to see if you have to start babbling. To see if you get that crit. See if this works too well.
All right. So resolve and blood sorcery. A messy critical.
Yes. So you just start going.
Oh, oh Jesus.
I was about to
This
flip
might
off.
backfire a little bit for Valerie. Oh
Yep.
no. Oh no.
Tell us.
Oh shit. Oh, no. This is me realizing just how bad this might be for her.
Tell us, Valerie.
Oh,
It's
no.
gonna be a bad night for everybody.
So, guys, who wants to make new vampires?
Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. I need to actually look at my notes real quick here.
Uh-huh.
I was not prepared
Now, this is
for that.
specifically about this current situation, and the question was, has anyone told anyone?
Has anyone told anyone specifically about...
Yes. About
But
this.
Our mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what you're talking about.
Come on, Valerie. Tell us. Tell us everything,
Okay.
Valerie.
And actually, you've done really well. Considering you're bloodbound, you've done very, very well with
Yeah,
those will
which is-
rolls.
That's the thing, is she hasn't actually said that much about the Al Capone stuff,
Yep.
but she said other things.
But at the moment, that is the topic. We'll see.
Yeah,
I will
but
leave
if
it.
she's
I will
supposed to
leave it up to you.
babble-
No, what I was going to say was,
Okay.
I will leave it up to you what
Okay.
comes out of your mouth. But it is going to be more than you meant to say.
Of course. Okay. Oh shit. Well then. Well, since we're talking about Al Capone and about the mission that we were given from the prince to take care of Al Capone, I've not said anything damning per se to Marcel.
None of y'all know who Marcel is.
Who's Marcel?
She does absolutely do like that little shut up. Does she have to be truthful
Now
about this?
you can
Or-
give a
okay.
composure. You can do composure plus occult to try and censor, because that
Okay.
is a thing. That's the role that everyone gets to try and resolve this, or try and resist this. Composure and occult.
Okay. Well, she's got those things.
But now that you've said the name, they're never going to let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. I'll just see if she can keep herself from explaining exactly who that is. Come on, roll.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you got a lot of successes there.
okay.
It's not more than your original thing, but I'm going to
Yeah.
rule that you don't have to spill everything.
Okay. But Marcel is not important to the matter at hand. Shit.
She's just crossing her arms and listening. Now she's smirking.
Yeah, I'm sure. Valerie looks probably not super composed, honestly.
Nope. You're
but
probably
she's
kind
trying
of wide-eyed
her
going, oh no, what have I
damnedest.
done?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then Samuel says, and this is exactly why I don't want to. I deal in secrets. And then you go and ask her another question, completely off topic.
All right, easy there. This will work, but we have to
Really?
understand.
It
We
seemed like
have
she
to
was trying.
understand. And
Seemed
he's
like
just
she
gonna.
was trying really hard not to elaborate on it.
He just he looks Reddington right in the eye, and he goes, "We have to agree. Only the important question."
Well then, Silas, why don't you
No,
ask her a
hold up.
question?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you're still, she is still going to be mid-thing. So you haven't said anything damning per se to Marcel, damn it.
Yeah. Shit.
Fine, I'll ask her a question, and I'm gonna walk up to her, And I'm just going to say one thing. Can I trust you?
Oh wow. That's really obscure. Not obscure.
That's hard because
That's not a true or false. That is
Can
a
I,
yeah. I will leave it up to your discretion.
can,
Do you think he can trust you? Because it's not a
takes her a long time to respond should be telling. Because she can't seem to decide. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Does Silas have the capacity for trust?
Yeah. Oh.
well, it's a good thing I'm not. And Silas goes, can I trust that you're not going to blow me up if I give you my blood? How about that?
Oh. Oh, yes. No, I have no intention to harm you.
Then I give her my jar of blood.
In any other game, that's a weird statement, but
Yep. And I look at her and I go, no deep diving, no personal shit.
Just Al Capone. That's what it should have been.
it worked too well. Damn it!
And Silas nods and he's like, all right, I'll be the guinea pig.
I have Becker's blood too, which he was
I
also
mean,
very,
that's
very.
not asking anything you want. I got no
Oh.
secrets.
All right. Valerie is.
Steven is just trying to get blood into a jar and not all over the cabin floor.
How well is he succeeding? I'm not going to make you roll, but how well is he succeeding?
Not the greatest. There's
So
I'm
he's-
going to see that and I'm going to go, damn it, go get the funnel.
Oh, funnel, yeah.
Bleeding all over my
where's
damn
I get
floor
that?
like that.
Oh my god, that's the second time the funnel has come up. It's going to be a recurring item.
Not the funnel. Oh,
Yes, the funnel.
Type that.
As I was saying.
And he will go hunt down the funnel.
It's in the kitchen.
Hell.
Okay,
All
who's
right.
up? Who's up first? Whose are you going to do? It's up to you.
Okay, Valerie will do it in order that she was given blood, even
Okay,
though
so
she
Becker.
appreciates the sort of moment there with Silas. But yes, Becker first. She's first going to regain her composure, which, she's pretty good at that, even though this was not
You
what
can
she
do
was
it.
expecting.
Before
That's
long,
okay.
Steven comes back with a funnel, and he finally gets everything into a jar. It's this weird moment. I would love fan
Okay,
art
so-
of Silas, of Steven leaned over a mason jar with a funnel in his wrist. It just makes me laugh.
Intense concentration as he's trying not to fuck it up. Just like, okay, I got this.
You
Lord.
can do it, Stephen. You can do it.
Okay, so I guess the question is the question: how to word it.
Yeah. So just first, give me your roll for that, because each time you do it with
Okay.
someone else's blood, you're going to have to redo the ritual.
Sure. Yeah, I was just wondering what the question was going to be, but yes.
That's fine. I just wanted to see how successful you were going
Blood,
to be.
sorcery, and resolve. I'm going to be doing this a lot tonight.
That's 3.
Okay. So then I guess
So you feel.
is the question. Oh,
Oh, sorry. So you feel a strange pull. I was going to describe this to you as well, Valerie, but you feel a strange. It's almost like someone is grabbing something inside of you. Not like a. How do I say it? They're not grabbing your lungs or something. It's something deeper than even your physical body. They're grabbing onto the very you, and you feel a tugging as questions are asked of you. For you, it was not only did someone pull, they pulled you open and you were just gushing.
yikes. So so Becker should feel the pull, right?
Yes,
Yeah, not Valerie.
correct.
Okay.
This was just, I should have described that for you.
Okay. Yeah, that sucked. All right.
That was
I guess
uncomfortable.
the question then is probably she doesn't have to be the one to ask it, but
You're probably the most apt at the moment, since you're doing the ritual.
Yes.
well, then I suppose what we need to ask is, have you disclosed any critical information regarding the Al Capone mission to anyone outside of our group who is not the prince? Does that seem-
As you go to answer, can I please get a composure plus occult? For most of you, it will probably just be composure.
right?
Okay.
Good. There it is.
Okay. With that level of success, you have the ability to... Actually, there was no win in place. It was a tie. I'm not going to say that it's a failed, because it wasn't. It was a tie. I'm going to say it's murky no matter what Becker says. It doesn't read one way or the other.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
But he can answer however he wants,
Or
and
you
people
can just...
incite.
Or he can just answer knowingly, truthfully, and the roll doesn't really matter.
He answers knowingly and truthfully. No.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it was, but I'm trying to set up the... Yeah.
Right. Precedent.
Yeah.
Valerie's just going to have to shrug, though, at that. Just be like, I didn't have a very clear feeling on that, but
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
please.
Uh,
Well, if it doesn't
know.
always work,
Well,
then
I will
what's
say
the
this.
point?
this
If-
isn't science. It's
If they
Magic.
willingly forego the roll, then you can tell that they're telling the truth. Is what I'll go with that.
Okay.
If they willingly say, I am not resisting this or whatever, then yes, you can tell that Becker is telling the truth.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Rewind. Take that back.
Just
yeah.
as a matter of trying to make this
think-
actually work.
Yeah. That's like what's the point.
Some
But,
of these rules are kind of messily written, so we're just kind of having
course.
to
yeah.
go on.
I imagine, though, there might be people who will try to resist
Correct.
it, but in the case of Becker, he's not. And Valerie can probably say ahead of time, like, if you want me to be able to get a read on you, just don't resist, kind of something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, okay, well, he's telling the truth.
Next is Silas.
Silas, stick her finger in the mess. Which
So as
she has
she's
to make
doing
some
this,
progress. Yeah,
as she's doing this ritual, the blood is like frothing and boiling and blackening and smoking a bit. It's weird, but there's no actual fire involved. Somehow it's still doing all of that.
Ah,
spooky witch shit.
Exactly.
great.
Super normal. Okay, so it's
Like
blood,
you do.
force,
This is fine.
and resolve.
This is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Silas is up next. Same thing. Same question.
Yep. Do you
And-
resist?
Do you resist?
I don't resist.
Okay. I don't remember
Andrew.
if you've told anyone. Have you talked to Rosa? I don't think you have.
Rosa knows nothing about this.
Okay.
And I'll tell you now, Rosa and Mordecai are only two people I talk to.
And the bird ain't
And
saying crap.
werewolves.
So
Valerie nods, like, kind of what? Well, that's the truth. No.
yeah. Yeah. Pretty much is.
And Silas shrugs.
At least until us, I suppose. But yes, no.
Yeah,
I understand the gist of it, and yes, Silas is telling the truth.
And the prince.
Who's next?
He sometimes talks to the prince.
Well,
Well, the prince was in the room.
I know.
And the
No, that was
also
just
in
That's
the question.
business.
was like,
Oh, I know. I was
we
just
talked
saying,
to
and
one
sometimes he
time.
talks to the prince. He doesn't just have two people.
yeah.
Pshaw.
He high rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's next? Who's next?
Well, Stephen has finished with his funnel, I assume.
Yes. Stephen is going to set the funnel down and start to stand up and look at his clothes and realize that he's got blood all over them.
All
stand
over.
up with a great big grin and say, "You should see the other guy."
Uh,
I take the funnel and I say, I hate you, and I go and wash it out.
There's blood kind of on the chair where he was and on the floor where he was a little bit.
Cute.
Great. Okay.
And he'll hand the blood over.
All right. This one next. Let's try this. Sticks a finger in with a little bit of her own blood. It gets all frothy, delicious looking.
Might be
Steven's gonna
delicious.
actually take a step back, like, that looks really weird up close.
Holy
Wow.
hell.
Jesus. How's that not a critical?
It is.
Oh, it is? Doesn't
Well,
say the
it
word.
is a crit by way of successes anyway. It's not a genuine crit, as in you didn't roll 2 crits. 6 may as well be a crit versus most things.
Well, is Steven gonna resist?
No, Steven's not going to resist.
And
You have talked with Naomi, but
Yes.
that is, well, that'll be the one person.
Yeah, Steven's gonna be like, well, I did tell Naomi, but she's knows about everything because, well, she is gonna look a little embarrassed.
Well, she was in the
Um,
room when we had our briefing. Yvette's gonna
she
chip
was in
in.
the room there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my hand up, and I'm gonna go. How much did you tell her?
Well, I asked her for help because she was supposed to be my person to talk to.
Can I point something out to you? Not Silas, Steven. Steven is the one I
Yeah.
want.
What's that?
She responded to you saying she was going to find someone or some people or something. No one ever materialized, and there were no further texts. That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Steven's gonna actually get out his phone and look and be like, oh.
The last one was something like, "Good job, be back in touch," or something to that effect. It was something non-gushy and just sort of apathetic. You're like, yeah, I'll get right on that. Is the feel?
Yeah, Steven's gonna get wide-eyed and look at Yvette and be kind of like deer in the headlights, like, do
No.
you know anything about her?
That wouldn't make sense. I mean, Yvette is thinking deep thoughts at the moment. And kind of like stops talking.
What's going on?
But
I think I have a thought.
Silas, do you still have the direct line to Jackson?
we are not calling the prince again.
He would get a little upset. That's just GM telling you. You ain't his
Just
friends.
gonna-
You're working for
I'm
him.
gonna hold my hand up and be like, I'm gonna point at both him and Yvette and be like, you both have been talking to Naomi.
Steven's not hiding it. He just is kind of being dumb and didn't realize that she could have actually told someone.
Well, of course, Naomi knows all about it. She was
She
was there at the very beginning.
And my 2 fingers converge into one, pointing at Yvette, and be like, have you told her details?
There weren't any details that I needed to tell her. I mean, she's essentially the prince's right-hand woman. No, this wouldn't. I refuse to believe that she would be leaking information in any capacity.
And Silas just laughs, and it's like he's still got his wolf mouth, so it like has
Oh
that
god,
like,
that's creepy, man.
wolf
I like it.
growl laugh. And he just looks at her and just goes, "Welcome to Chicago." You can't trust anybody
I-
outside of your own.
No. Okay. Okay. Just keep asking questions. I need to
I'm gonna
think. I
I'm
need
gonna
to
look
think.
I'm gonna look at Valerie and be like, do that or get my jar back. Go on, ask me if you can trust anybody around here.
That's a really subjective question, and you're going to have a whole lot of problem answering it.
Oh,
It's not going to work like that, I'm afraid. It's
And
not going to.
It reads more like a fact-based power, as in,
Yeah.
is this a true fact? Is
Yes.
she wearing green? Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
She's spitting facts right now.
he looks and he's like, the point is, we can't be telling anybody any details. Especially with what happens next.
I have not said anything to her other than what was discussed in our briefing room at the beginning of our project. That wouldn't. She's going to take out her cell phone, Paul.
Yep,
her,
you do it.
Her own cell phone,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of look at it for a minute
Mm-hmm.
and like push some texts around
Mhm.
and stop talking to Silas.
Okay. What are you going to be doing? Or you can always just whisper me. That's fine. Or send me a Discord.
She's not texting anyone, but
She's flipping through her old texts, right?
yeah, she's checking her receipts.
Gotcha.
Cool. Looks as though Samuel has gotten a jar.
Aha! Is it full of blood?
No, it's just a jar. I've got a jar of dirt.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Oh, God.
He's probably over at the main table, and he's going to set his rifle on the table and make a 4th slice on his wrist. You can, yeah, there is
Fancy.
there is 3 new cuts on his wrist that you can see. And he just made a 4th one.
Lord.
Buddy.
Well, I say new. They're healed, but they're fresh.
I was going to say, you heal straight away. Like, that crap just...
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because of, by nature, virtue of what you are, little
Okay.
things like that just, like,
Okay.
Darn.
essentially. Major stuff sticks around a bit, but that's not even enough to give you a wound. So, without thinking, your corpse
Well,
pretty much
darn.
takes care of
Could have
that.
been kind of cool. Oh, well.
If you want them to stay, we can do that.
Well,
Please.
if that was the case, there would have been a fresh one healing.
That will work. So I'll go as far as that. I'll say something like most of them have healed, totally, but you still have a fresh one and then a one you just did.
Yep.
Well, that seems busy texting or whatever.
Oh yeah, and now it's turned into looking at the phone and pacing. Clack, 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 clack.
Okay. In that case, Valerie's just going to wait for Reddington. And then do his next because she's not sure. She's not sure that Yvette's going to even give her any blood.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
That's a great assumption.
We'll see if the others have anything to say about that. But yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Samuel
Kendrick.
is going to finish and slowly walk over to Valerie and say, if this kills me, I just want you to know that there will be people that hunt you down. And he hands the jar over.
Blink. It's not going to kill you.
It might
hasn't
make you
killed
stronger.
anyone else. This will be fine. And again, we'll get rid of all of this. As soon
I
as
will
this is
say
over.
that as you're doing it, the blood pretty much burns away. Like it's
That's what I assume is it, like it's kind of
yeah,
useful
it doesn't
anyway.
stick around, but as you're
Yeah.
doing it, it just like evaporates, burns off. It smells gross.
Oh, yeah. Caleb knows this.
burnt blood.
Samuel is stupid skeptical. He's not
Oh, no,
been
no,
in
no.
close proximity to
Oh, yeah,
blood
but-
magic in all the 64 years he's been a
What I will say
vampire.
is this. So, as she's doing it, it burns away, so she's not left with, like, 5 pints of blood or whatever. It just goes away.
Darn.
Okay.
You don't get to double dip. Sorry, Valerie.
Oh, I'm supposed to do a rouse check, aren't I?
No, don't. I took the hunger away from Becker because I decided otherwise.
Oh, okay. And then it's just a straight composure then.
You don't have a cult.
Nope.
He is resisting then. Okay.
He is actively resisting.
If you want to spend a will to reroll 3 of those dice, Valerie, you can. Same thing goes with Samuel, of course.
Yep. Wait, so 1 willpower can re-roll?
3
All your-
skill dice. 3 of your non-hunger dice can be re-rolled using 1 willpower spend. You can only spend
do you-
willpower once per roll.
Okay. I don't
If you look
remember
on
how
your
you-
if you look on your character sheet under
Oh,
the
it's
main
spend?
tab, SP under or by willpower, top right hand corner.
Oh.
Holy hell!
So I can toggle which ones
Yes, you can.
to re-roll.
Good luck.
Nice.
Oh, God. Okay, let's see what
You
happens.
said only 3?
A maximum of 3, yes.
It's not giving me the option to re-roll the 3rd one and make it all successes.
Because you got successes. The one is a hunger die. You can't re-roll the hunger die. You have 2 of them that were not successes that you could re-roll. If you decide you don't want to do it, just close out of the window and unspend the willpower.
You can't win, my lad.
Oh, he can.
He also
Because-
crits, maybe.
Because critical successes count as 4. So, okay.
So
both
what
of
would I
you
have
rolled-
to beat?
8. At this point, still was a win. So Valerie still won. She can still
Can
tell.
can I keep re-rolling?
You've already.
How many
before I
rolls
answer,
can I?
let me look. I don't want to tell you wrong. Let me look.
Because if I can spend all of my will, I am going to do this.
Before I let you do that, I need to make sure that I thought the thing was you can only spend willpower once per test, but let me look to make sure.
Oh, I only re-rolled 2.
You
I was supposed to re-roll 3, wasn't I?
could have rerolled 3, yes, but I don't know if it lets you reroll anything that's not a success.
As I'm understanding it, you could only have re-rolled 2 because you can't re-roll a
Success.
hunger die.
Yeah, you can't
You
reroll
can't
hunger
re-roll
dice.
a success.
I don't think. Let me look. Just
No, you can't roll a success. I remember going over that earlier.
Even to try and get a critical.
I
No.
believe that's the case, but let me look. I'm looking it up in the book right this moment, so I tell you correctly. That's
Yeah, we
just-
did look that up, Paul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up again. Okay. You may spend a point of willpower for purposes. Okay, to re-roll up to 3 regular dice, not hunger. Okay. Oh my god, that doesn't. Fine, send me to another page. Oh, for the love of all that is good. Go to this page to look at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Combat, blah, 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 blah. Fine, fine, fine. That doesn't help me. That does not help me. Are you kidding me? It pointed me to another page to point me to another page. Okay. That doesn't help me either. I
It
don't.
just really wants to make sure that you take full advantage of the beautiful book that they
Oh, for the love of.
Choose
Isn't it great?
Oh no, I've been. Yeah, we have been in agreement forever about that. I think you can only spend 1 per roll. As in, once you've spent it, and I don't know what. Oh, come on.
Well, that's very disappointing. I guess
I
we're
don't
going to
remember
find
what I
out.
was rolling for, but
We're going to find out a lot of things here in a few minutes if Valerie got a critical success.
She only asked the specific question. He will elaborate on his answer.
Yeah, and
He starts rambling, doesn't he?
Well, you didn't get a... Well,
About the subject. Like, you're not going to
Yeah.
go off on tangents or anything.
correct.
Like
It's
we said earlier with Valerie's messy critical.
it's literally just to do with whatever was asked. You're not going to veer off into unvaulted territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she mentioned Marcel because it was kind of relevant to her thought patterns, because she was talking about like, well, I didn't tell him about this. Like, wait a minute, stop talking about him. So she didn't.
And part of that was also the messy critical. So
it was a mess. It was a mess.
So yes, I think you can spend it once per. I think.
Cool.
And as long as you as long as you're not bullshitting us and being like, oh yeah, no, I
no.
totally didn't tell anybody.
Samuel
You're fine.
Whoops.
sits down at the kitchen table while Valerie's doing that, and he is very, very close to his rifle. Just
Are you going to commit seppuku? You're not allowed to.
no, he's just sitting there in his. I'm just giving you what he's doing. He is sitting beside his rifle,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he goes, yes, I explained to Wanaka, and I utilized his network to get the blueprints for Al Capone's grounds, the layout of the mill, and he advised me on what to do.
Do any of you know who Wanaka is? Aside
No.
from Becker.
Only one.
Becker does. Yeah.
Don't ask him.
Yeah, Becker does know who Wanaka is. At least the name sounds familiar, really, only to you.
Yeah. He has met him, basically once.
Well, nobody else is going to ask.
Don't do it. Don't.
Actually, you know what? Rewind. She wouldn't be paying attention. She's thinking about her cell phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Valerie is going to.
One single question comes out of my mouth, and it is, did you tell him details?
Yes, because I trust him with my life.
And I'm just gonna look him in the eye, and then I'm just going to hang on. No, I don't have to bullshit because we've already taken the bullshit test via Valerie. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna nod.
And I think Valerie is. Could she end it?
Yeah.
Can she willingly just be
You
like,
can
okay, that's
stop
enough?
doing the ritual. You can end it at any time.
Yeah, she absolutely ends it. So
And with that, a puff of smoke and burnt blood smell comes up out of the container, and it's gone. The blood is, I won't say it's dry, it's kind of tacky and burnt and gross, but
Yeah.
the ritual is done.
yeah, she was
And
ending that.
Samuel, you
Sake.
stop feeling that pull on the inside of you.
Good.
And I'm gonna look at Yvette and be like, last one.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What? No.
I hand her jar.
No, I would really. prefer
We've
not
all
to do
done
this.
it. We've all done it.
I'm
Not at this point anymore, Sugar Pop.
sorry. What did you call me?
Would you prefer pumpkin, snickerdoodle, lemon meringue?
Ooh, yum. Yes, please.
Hungry now.
No. Steven, we need to talk. Will you join me outside for a moment?
Becker is blocking the door.
I think so.
I'm
was
gonna put my hand on Becker's shoulder and be like, go on, let him be. They're probably still freaking out about realizing that Naomi's probably fucking us.
Gross.
Gross.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
probably more likely that than Valerie will kind of glance at Reddington and just say, Wanaka, sort of.
The questioning
Wanaka.
look in the eye.
Just like,
Like, I know
I-
Wanaka's a person, but
He
Wanaka?
is as close to a family member as one can get in the coterie.
you trust that he wouldn't have.
Oh, most assuredly. He's told me numerous of his secrets, and I have told him virtually all of mine.
It's a Nos thing. Secrets
Of course.
and sharing those secrets, and okay, that's fair.
But no, I am confident that he would not relay that information, at least not until we're finished with the job. He
Hashtag
knows
just
not
us
to
things.
compromise it. And he already knew of Al Capone before I told him. He knew he
Oh.
existed.
okay. Let's go outside. What's Yvette and Steven doing?
That is like walking off her nerves back and forth in the dirt in front of the house, unfortunately. And she does not look very happy by the turn of a conversation that's happened in the past like 20 minutes inside the house. And she looks at Stephen and she goes, "Okay, Stephen, I understand that, yes, you did text Naomi because, yes, I looked at your texts when you gave me your cell phone. What have you texted her tonight? As of tonight, what have you told her?"
Well, I told her that we were moving on Capone and tomorrow, and that we would need, or we could use some help. Because I thought she was in on everything with the prince, you know.
Yeah, yes, me too. This, the circumstances seem, I don't like to consider them. But, unfortunately, we might have to, she might be, I don't know, I don't want to think about this, unfortunately. However, I have to tell you that Naomi is the only individual that should know my personal cell phone number, which Al Capone used to contact me on my personal cell phone. And
Oh,
all the dots are coming together, and I don't care for it, Mr. Stephen. I don't care for it.
me either. That's what can we do? Cause yeah, I don't like this either.
Well, I think a better question is, what are you going to do? What?
Me, I'm not the. Well, I mean, I told them the truth. You should probably do the blood thing so that they believe you. But did you tell Al Capone anything?
About us? No, nothing that he didn't already know. He seemed to know exactly who we are and what we were doing.
Uh,
Pace, pace,
Well, how could
pace,
she-
pace. Click, 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 click.
it's gonna be like, how could she do that to me?
How could she? We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. It doesn't make sense. I can't fathom what she would gain from this.
Did Al Capone promise you anything?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Yeah, he made some ridiculous claims.
Well, I mean, would he be offering her something? I don't know what he has.
I don't know what he has that she could want. What would she want that she couldn't already get? That's preposterous. I need to think about this.
Well, you
Go back
should-
inside. I need to think about this.
Well, you should probably do the blood thing. I mean, you can just tell him what I told. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. It doesn't hurt, by the way.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, fine. She says, "All right, fine." I don't like it though.
Me
And-
either. I don't know what to do if that's the case.
I know. I'll think of something. I just need some time to think.
Okay. Yeah, I need your help because, yeah, I don't know what to do.
I understand your situation. Get the door for me, please. We'll get this over with.
Okay, so let's just cut. While you're outside, Silas wanted to say something, and we're going to deal with a Valerie thing.
Yeah.
So, the second they get out the door, I'm going to close it, turn to the others, and I'm going to proceed to go, look, I don't know what you all think about them, but if they're that loyal to Naomi, I don't want them involved in what happens next.
And what's
And
that?
what-
Either.
Yes, that's my next question. What is that?
Well, settled he's out of the question.
Mm.
So there's only one real move that we can make that makes sense, but it's risky.
For what it's worth, they seem fairly distressed about the Naomi thing, and they may not necessarily be loyal to her if they find out she has in fact betrayed everyone.
I mean, it does make sense. She was literally the only other person in the room.
I just gotta, I don't know, something isn't adding up right. And they know something that they're not telling us, at least she does.
She hasn't submitted to the
The
ritual.
lie detector.
The thing test, which is what I've been thinking about this whole time, from the thing with the blood test.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's a thing?
And Silas is gonna go, so I say we wait and see if she actually does do this little lie detector. And then the four of us in the
I'm sorry, Silas, you cut the heck right out.
this room take a vote if
You
we
cut it out.
can trust the other two with what's happening next. 'Cause-
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
No, I think we
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
caught up
Hear
with what
me
you said.
now?
So,
Better?
yeah, you're fine.
You're
man. Take a vote about what to do
let's
next,
get-
etc.
Yeah, take a vote on whether or not we can trust the puppy dog and the queen bee out there with the information.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Yeah.
It would be
The
interesting.
second you guys said that, all my puppy dogs started barking. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Puppies.
It would be interesting to see what the relationship with Naomi is. I've been actually inquiring around to figure that out.
But just them or all of us?
More or less just them for now. I know about most of you.
And Silas is just gonna glare a little bit before
Valerie's
he
going to blink.
nods.
Valor's gonna be like, yeah, right.
Yeah, Samuel is like,
Blink.
Silas, I've been around Chicago long enough to hear plenty of rumors. I
that
would
right?
say the people I don't know the most is Yvette and Valerie. Mostly because I have not dealt with blood magic before. And Yvette because she hasn't been in the city very long.
Okay.
Alright,
In case.
so are we in agreement?
Because social climber. I've worked with plenty of people like that, and their ambition is probably the very most dangerous quality.
I honestly, don't know if she has the cojones to actually outright betray us, but
She doesn't have cojones at all.
Hush, you omnipotent force in the sky.
Fair enough.
But that being said, both of them kind of rubbed me wrong, and we should be on our toes about it till this lie detector's done.
I don't. I think they're. I got no problems with Steven. I mean, I think he's a Bruja, but
I think,
that pretty much
I've known enough Bruja who have gotten them people around them killed to not be a little cautious.
Bruhaha. He did submit to the test, and he seemed genuinely alarmed when he started wondering about the whole Naomi situation.
All right.
yeah. I mean, we've all made mistakes. We've all will admit.
Let's make sure we get Yvette tested. Know that we can trust everybody.
I'm so
And
sorry.
then
It makes
we'll
it sound like
continue.
you're taking her in for like a rabies test or something.
Let's take her into the free clinic and get her tested.
Yeah. Actually, a somewhat relatable tangent, because after what I have to say next, somebody could be getting rabies. Cough, cough. I'm gonna go up to Valerie, and I'm gonna go. Before you in the test, I want you to ask her if she knows what happened to Kai.
And we were trying not to stray from...
If she told him about Mordecai, she could have told him anything else.
Valerie is weighing in her mind how much she dislikes Yvette. Okay. She'll just kind of nod.
Is this loud enough that Samuel can hear?
I'm gonna say it's not being hidden.
It's hidden enough to where it can't be heard outside, but
Okay.
everybody in the room is within earshot.
Samuel's just going to say, the only reason I agreed to your blood magic was because you wouldn't ask any other questions.
I look at him and I go, "You didn't get Mordecai shot at."
No, but I retrieved him for you. We don't
And
know.
that's why I didn't question you any further.
Fair enough.
You've already been tested, Reddington. You're fine.
I
This doesn't-
know, but if you're going to ask only one question of everyone, ask only one of her. Or just outright ask her that question.
If
She was
I
like,
ask
Fair
her,
with one person, do it with everybody.
if I ask her, she's going to be on guard for it. If somebody else, like Dr. Fox, asks it, she might get a little caught off guard and might accidentally spill the beans.
Here's the thing.
I need to know.
When she's a part of the ritual, assuming we can even get her to do it, it doesn't have to be me who asks her. You can ask her again if you want. I understand what Reddington is saying, and I wasn't going to ask anybody any other questions. I don't like Yvette. But if you're going to ask her this, if you want to ask her this, then you do it while she's under it. I won't.
He just looks and he goes,
It's a good compromise.
"As long as you don't try and stop me."
She'll just
'cause
shake her
I'd
head.
burn Chicago down for that bird.
Then she nods her head. Now, while they're still outside, and if you'll excuse me all, I really think I should call the circulatory system about Lady Blue Shirt. If you don't mind if I step into the guest room to call them.
Silas nods, gets out of her way, goes back
Yeah.
to leaning.
Okay.
Valerie will pop into the guest room to
So
give the circulatory system a call.
okay, so you dial up. Oh, good, you called me back.
Sorry about that, boss.
What the hell happened? I got wind of SWAT teams being sent to a house near the university.
I. It's all under control.
Give me details. Make a will roll, please.
Okay. That's just, I rolled a little
Yeah,
willpower
just make the
dice.
willpower roll. Yep. Okay. It's
Enough?
you feel really compelled to tell more. Like it's almost painful not to say anything else, but you manage. He's like,
Got it under control.
really?
Mhm.
Apparently someone was using some large weaponry because the rich people, whose house was being used apparently as a platform, were complaining of explosions from their roof.
As far as I know, they weren't. Oh, I don't know what the problem is.
Okay. I gotta ask, did you get him? Him being Capone. Is
She was like,
Is
about to say.
Capone? Yeah, sorry. Is Capone dead?
No.
All of that, and he's not even dead.
More about this. I haven't. I mean, what's your stake in this? Pun unintended.
Ha! That's what I like about you. I love your wit. You're a smart, smart person. My stake in this, quite frankly, is backing the winning horse. If one Ventru wants to be in power versus another, I don't care particularly. I don't care. I just want to know who's going to win the conflict. And if one side can be nudged, well, all's the better. That's my stake. I don't really care. Al can go Valentine's Day himself, for all I care. I don't really care if they decide to have a good old knife fight. And, our illustrious prince comes out on top. Or our illustrious prince gets his damn head cut off. I don't care. I just want to know who's gonna win. So, if you can, nudge the scales one way or the other, that would be great. Because it's really hard to operate, covertly when everything is sort of up in the air.
Well, we're doing our best.
Good. That's all I can ask. Just keep yourself safe, and Valerie, just I don't think that you were the one shooting. That's not your style, but I would just advise choose a better battleground next time, or at the very least, if you're going to have a firefight, see if you can end it, because you should see what the police are doing right now. They are all over that area looking for who is responsible for the firefight. They're collecting statements, they are canvassing the area, they're talking to people.
Okay, well, that's valuable information, Marcel. Boss, thank you. It's actually
Just-
very good to.
Yes, know that you are very valuable to me. I care for you. I want you to live. I would
Shudder.
hate for something to happen to you, and just stay safe.
I think she'll hang up if he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
So, was this conversation like in the kitchen?
No.
This was in the guest room. She went into the
Oh,
guest room saying
okay.
that she was
I
calling the
wanted to-
circulatory system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you text the circulatory system.
Because
where
it's
are
like
you? Where are you going to have them pick up their girl?
She's hoping to send her back with Steven, maybe once that's all kind of settled.
Sure.
Because that's where they had dropped her off. It'd be best if they just picked her up at the same
Yeah,
place.
that makes sense.
Rather
that
than
makes
like, why are we out in this cabin in the woods all of a sudden?
So you set that up for later in the night, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, she'll just have to remember to tell Steven.
Oh God, I forgot to tell Stephen.
You
I
could
also
just
like the idea.
send him a text. That's
Yeah.
that,
Sure.
just saying.
I like that this whole time in the guest bedroom, the snack is just sitting there, like while Valerie's having this.
Oh yeah.
Only her side of the conversation.
Well,
A lot of quiet, and then a lot of like very nervous, like breathless, like. Yeah, okay.
Well, to be frank, the snack has survived this long by not caring what the vampires around here are doing, and just
Don't worry
staying
about it.
like I don't care. That's none of my business. Right up in there. All right. So
Okay. Oh. Valerie will emerge. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe some composure.
So you're not physically rattled when you come.
you're not looking too great, honestly.
No. Yeah, no. Valerie looks a little shaky when she comes back out.
I mean, you didn't lose it,
No.
but yeah.
I'd say that's a fair. Like she's not like coming out like oh my god, but just
But
a little.
you are a little shaken,
A little shaken.
maybe stirred.
A little. Yes. Mm.
All right. So at this point, the two who are outside are coming back into the cabin.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna
real quick before we do anything else, do we want to call it after this? Because I know that other people usually have stuff to do right after.
I got nothing.
I was talking mainly to Jamie. At any rate. So yeah, you guys come back in. Not Becker. Steven was going to do a thing.
Steven's just gonna stand next to Silas.
Cool. Silas Wolfmouth.
Okay, are we going to do this? Let's get this over with. Give me a jar.
I have it ready for her.
Good.
It's kind of crusty. Kind of gross a little bit.
Excuse you, it's clean enough.
Yeah, enough.
One of the ones we've already used in the ritual. But
Yes.
it's probably kind of yuck.
Give it a quick rinse. It's fine. Anyway, so there is a
no
jar
problem.
for you.
All right, she takes a very well manicured, very sharp nail and
You
cuts
guys,
herself
maybe for
on
the first time, are seeing just how sharp those nails probably are. Like,
that they can be.
oh my.
She actually has self-defense.
Oh. Yeah. Cuts herself on the arm, gets a whole
Chunk.
pint, and hands it over to
Which is gross.
Silas. I mean, Silas is holding it.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine.
I take it over to Valerie and I give her just a look, and then I walk back.
Let's do that roll, yo.
Of her own blood with it, and roll that blood sorcery and resolve, and get not great. Not great.
Go ahead and do your roll to resist if you wish, Yvette. And if you want to spend will, you go ahead, Valerie. Oh no.
Wait, why is your composure so small?
Because you guys have been rolling double composure, not adding in the empties from occult.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yvette's the only one who's done it right.
Typical Vendrew, we're the only ones who do it right. What can we say?
Oh. All right,
Anyway.
so Yvette, you feel a really uncomfortable sense, like someone has just put fishhooks into your soul.
I don't like it.
No,
I'm not okay with this.
Shouldn't. All right.
Fine. What do
The
you
question is asked, the typical one.
yeah, it's the same one.
And since it's a critical success, does that mean she rambles a little bit?
I'm gonna. Is it a critical? It does count as a crit.
Bish.
Yes.
Reroll.
Bi- Bish. Disgusting.
Yeah, it feels real uncomfortable. But yeah, it is a critical over year one.
Valerie's
All right.
feeling much better all of a sudden.
She looks right at Valerie and does not break her eye contact when she says, I haven't told anyone about details of our project, our little group activity. I haven't told anyone apart from the prince and Naomi, who already know. I haven't told my hairdresser. I haven't told my manicurist. I haven't told anyone at the stores. You know why? Because I haven't had time to go shopping, because I've been wrapped up trying to cover all of your blunders and mistakes.
And what'd you tell Capone?
That is just a sec before you do anything with that, Valerie. That is so true. It's like serif true. Like all of the truth.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a somewhat contented blink then. The truth probably feels nice.
Oh.
And then Silas.
Yeah, what did Silas say?
What'd you tell Capone?
Real quick.
This is
Real
yes
quick.
or no stuff.
Yeah, that is a yes or no thing. I'm sorry, sir. You have to phrase your question in the form of a question.
Yeah.
Fine then. Did you tell Capone about Mordecai?
Do I
Steven
get,
is
do I get to
actually
roll
gonna-
composure again?
Yes, you get to roll against each statement.
Do I roll my thing again, or what does that mean?
Let me look at the actual thing.
Oh, there's no way I can win.
Well,
Just saying.
That's
hold
I
up.
have to re-roll mine.
Hold up. For each
Uh-huh,
statement, it's a roll. Yes. So
Okay.
both of you have to roll.
Okay.
Paul,
Yes.
Steven is quick and strong and is going to actually turn and pick Silas up.
Oh no. Okay, hold up. So let's do that. Okay, so God, too many things at once. Yvette, make your roll. Make your rouse test. Steven, which I have to do. I'm assuming you're activating something.
Yes. I'm going to do this before he can have a chance to respond or move.
Well, we're
But-
gonna try to. That's what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to
That means-
blink, which means I get to have an action before he can
Okay,
have
hold
a
up.
reaction unless he also has celerity.
Okay, do you have celerity, Silas?
I do not.
Okay, so this does go off. We do need a. Okay, I need a rouse test. Oh hell! All right, dude, you're at 3 hunger. You ain't looking too hot. Dex and athletics is the roll. That's 5 successes. Okay, what are you doing?
Right, I'm going to grab Silas by the neck and
Oh.
pick him up and tell Valerie to end the ritual.
I literally just keep eye contact with Valerie the whole time.
Samuel picks up his M1 Grand.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Becker unslings his.
Where are people pointing these weapons?
Okay, guys.
He's not pointing it
Very
at anyone
important to
yet.
know.
All right.
Not pointing it yet. But Samuel is going to say, Stephen, tonight has already been an absolute shit show.
You would not approve of other questions being asked either, and that was not the arrangement.
I would put him down gently before something
Then
else
the
happens.
ritual will be ended first.
You can break my fucking neck, but I'm gonna hear the damn truth out of her.
If that has lost,
Al Capone
this-
already knew what was going on. Al Capone had her number. Al Capone knows our names.
Nobody outside of us and Rosa and the prince. No, Mordecai is my familiar. None of them. None of you. I want the truth.
Mordecai was flying around in a well-guarded place.
Hey,
End
Paul,
the
how
ritual.
do I do like if I'm trying to sneak something out of my pocket?
oh lord,
Dex and probably stealth. No. Well, sure. Dex and stealth, I guess we'll do. Wits and awareness to see if you notice, because obviously that's a thing that's going on. Just to see how we do. It's a tie. I'm going to say you... Okay, I'm going to say you sneak it, but he sees what's going on because you tied. Now,
Don't even try it.
in fact, when he says that, everyone can see that there is a stake now drawn.
I am just snarling. I am like, I will get the truth.
Even if he doesn't find this out, it's gonna rot in him. You know.
Al Capone already knew everything about us. He already knew.
And
Answer the
This was
question.
This was not the agreement.
To hell with your fucking agreement. I want to know what happened to my fucking pet. My bird, my familiar, my friend. If somebody shot your fucking friend, you'd want to know too.
I don't have any friends.
And Valerie is my friend. Or Yvette is my friend.
And
Sorry.
Valerie too. I mean,
Valerie too.
Valerie too.
I literally keep eye contact with Valerie. And like my eyes, like everything looks angry, but my eyes are just like, don't end it. Make her answer. Like they're begging.
Okay, guys. This seems like a wonderful place to end the session for tonight. It
Gosh.
seems like a wonderful cliffhanger. And let's just see what happens next time here on Heavy is the Crown. Have a good night, guys. We'll catch you later.